Hey guys, welcome back to T2SMC Trader. How are you all? Hope that everyone is cool and you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, just let me know. Doing great, Tito. How are you doing? I'm cool, SK. Thanks for asking, man. Hey, George, thanks for confirming that. Okay, thank you so much. I would love to wait a little bit for other people to join, little people to join, like 2 to 3 minutes maximum. It was a great weekend actually. Did a lot of job. No intention to grow the subscriber today. No intention to get new subscriber today. No pushing button, nothing. Just we'll stay until 11 a.m. New York local time and watch the price. That's all. Tomorrow is US election. No rush, nothing. Just enjoy the price. At the beginning of this stream, I'll talk about first farewell cup, first presented farewell cup after 9:30. Then I'll talk about London session and finally this trade you can see on the screen and you have already watched the execution. So, oh, by the way, I will add the new week opening gap, new day opening gap as well. My headache is gone, brother. Unfortunately, it's gone. I guess because I put my headphone a lot of time on my head, that's why it was the headache. Maybe. Uh, but yeah, it is what it is. Nothing to do. Most of the people doesn't like chasing. I mean, missing trade. I love missing trade. Okay, actually, let's go to the first presented travel after 9:30. It was the first presented travel after 9:30 in Friday. You can see that market never tapped to this parallel gap. Sunday 6 p.m. it tapped to this parallel gap. Now if I go for the buy, it is a losing trade. If it is a losing trade to this way, I mean if I go for the buy, I should go for the buy. If it is a losing trade by that way, I will look for the opposite way. As a inversion, can it work or not? Tapped over here, I'll look for 25 handle. It has provided me perfectly 25 handle. So that first presented fabric after 9:30 in Friday has also provided me this run. At least I am just giving this as a hindsight. It didn't work to the right way. It has worked in the opposite way and provided me 25 and very happy to see that. Would love to see is it going to work after the election or not. We'll keep looking for this. I have another first presented fabric cup which is not yet traded, which is over here. Is that first presented fabric cup as well, which is not being traded yet. This is the first presented favorable cap. It is from Thursday. So Thursday after 9:30. This is the first presented favorable cap which is not being traded yet. So we'll observe this favorable cap as well. Is it going to provide me 25 handle or not? That is my intention. That's why I kept it over here until now. Let's go to the London session. Again, this is all for learning. No entry is valid. Actually, before going to the London session, I should talk about the new week opening gap, new day opening gap, this all thing. Okay, remove this one. Here, this is the new week opening gap, low, high, constant cross. Just above this new week opening gap, that was the new day opening gap from Thursday. This was the new day opening gap above this new week opening gap. So new day opening gap, new week opening gap, one after another. Now you can see that market didn't react over here, though it has been reacted to the constant encroachment perfectly, but it wasn't, I mean, that much precise. This time market opened here in Sunday, came exactly to the top of that new day opening gap, exactly to the top. Boom, went through this new week opening gap. That is another new week opening gap, which is from long before. Actually, it is from uh let me see, Sunday 6th October. So this is from 6th October. Went through the 6th October new week opening gap, came back again to the constant crossman, went higher, trade the high, went little lower, went through this new week opening gap, tap to the low, come back again to the constant crossman. When it came here, tap to the high, sorry, low of that new week opening gap, it fall, trade the new week opening gap. This is that new week opening gap, which is from this week. This week new week opening gap, where tapped to the low, went higher, trade that constant crossman, tap to the high, fall. It is it's been violated. What is why it is important? Just remember this: new week opening gap and new day opening gap is something which is discovered by ICT himself, Michael J. Huddleston. New day opening gap is valid for 5 days, 5 trading days at least. If you want to use that new day opening gap for maybe 5 years, there is nothing wrong. But it is valid at least for 5 trading days. New week opening gap is valid for 5 weeks. 5 weeks. It is valid for 5 weeks. After that, if you want to keep using that, no worries. But at least 5 weeks, you have to keep the new week opening gap on your chart. When you have kept that new week opening gap, what is the importance, brother? Here, it didn't provide me any kind of reaction, just nothing. Now you are showing that market reacted over there. You are showing this here because it has been reacted over there. Perfect. It didn't react anything over here to this new week opening gap. But when it has reacted over there or there, you are showing us this. Most of the people, including me, I thought that new week and new day opening gap is something which is going to how I can use this new day opening gap and new week opening gap. Later I find out new week opening gap and new day opening gap is something which I have to give the priority until it is valid. That means that new day opening gap which is valid for 5 days, 5 trading days, I have to think that anytime it can provide me the reaction. It didn't provide me the reaction for example here. It didn't provide me the reaction over there to this new day opening gap. So this candle high, I mean sorry, that line and that line. This is that new day opening gap. It didn't give me any kind of perfection or reaction over there. But later it has provided me this constant and crossment rejection, perfect rejection, not high rejection or constant and crossment rejection, not a perfect rejection, but here a perfect reaction. No reaction at all over there. But here it has provided me the reaction here and there. That means whenever it is valid, excuse me, that new week opening gap or new day opening gap, whenever it is valid, you don't know when it is going to hold the price and when it is not going to hold the price. So anytime it can give you the reaction or rejection, the perfect line rejection or reaction. It can provide you anytime. Nobody knows when it is going to happen. So what I have find out or what I have decided until it is not invalid, I'm not interested to trade when it is around this new week opening gap. If it is around this new week opening gap, remember whatever I'm saying, everything is valid when market is inside the New York morning session or the PM session. So if you are trading before new day, no, I'm sorry, before New York morning session, that means kind of 7 a.m. kill zone or London session or Asian session, I don't give a shit of these lines. I don't give a shit because over there, no time. If there is no time, there is no price. So you can't expect the reaction or price action outside of the session. Most of the bigger traders, they actually trade from 9:30 a.m. New York local time to until 4 p.m. New York local time. So this is the time frame where you will expect most of the price action. Outside of this time zone, I don't care about the price action that much. That's why I keep telling that around the London session will make the liquidity. It is not going to take the liquidity. It is going to make the liquidity. Don't give priority to new week opening gap or new day opening gap, or maybe around 7 a.m. kill zone. No need to think about them. But if it is New York AM session or PM session, you have to be very careful when market is around these zones. That means when market is near or around this new week opening gap, this new week opening gap, this new week opening gap, all of this area, it is going to determine where market is going. That means if market is below this new week opening gap, it can provide you the keep. It will keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. When market is above this new week opening gap, it can keep going higher. That means it can work as a strong support when price is above this new week opening gap. When price is below this new week opening gap, it can work as a strong resistance. But here it didn't work. It is working here. That's why I tell, until it is not invalid, you have to be very careful around this area, and you are going to use those as your direction. How you are going to make your direction. I hope that the confusion about the new day opening gap and new week opening gap has cleared, because at the beginning I started to think, okay, ICT is showing us something. Whenever it is reacting, he's just showing, see how perfectly it is reacting from there and there. But when it violated this gap here and here, it doesn't talk about them. This is the tricks of ICT, where ICT actually keep ranting, and inside his rant he actually provide the gems. Most of the people avoid the rant, that's why they avoid the gems. Now I am also a guy who has already started to avoid his rants around this 2024, but until 2024 I never skipped not even a single sentence when ICT was talking. This is my observation again. I'm not saying that it is true. It can be wrong. I can be perfectly wrong. I'm just telling you my observation. So I keep giving the priority to this new week opening gap and new day opening gap until it is not invalid. When it is invalid, I will just remove them from my chart and I will see this is an empty space. There is nothing. Now, if you ask me what should we do in this zone, so to the top of this new week opening gap to until the below of this new week opening gap, this zone, you are not going to touch the market. Just let them go. Wherever it wants to go, let them go. You don't need to trade around this area, because for example, it has clean sell side liquidity over here. But if it would love to go for that sell side liquidity, it has to break a lot of things. That new day opening gap high, this new week opening gap low, constant crossment, or maybe high. Lot of things it has to break to reach for this sell side liquidity, which is nearly impossible. If market is overzealous, or is market going to take that sell side liquidity, I don't know. Is it possible for him to go for that sell side liquidity? Can you please give us an example? In Friday, if you remember, in non-farm payroll day, I was bearish for this sell side liquidity. That was a very clean sell side liquidity. See this clean sell side liquidity over here? This two was perfectly clean lows, where this low has made this strongest liquidity. So when market has taken some kind of buy side liquidity here, by that specific candle, it has taken all of this buy side liquidity. According to NFP, non-farm payroll, it should go for the sell side liquidity. What happened? Market fall, trade that new day opening gap here, failed to break that new day opening gap high. Sorry, it has broken that new day opening gap high, but even failed to reach until the constant crossment of that new day opening gap. After that new day opening gap low, new week opening gap high, new week opening gap constant crossment, new week opening gap low. Then this is the sell side liquidity. That means you are trying to go somewhere where in the road or on the road there are a lot of bodyguard over there. They are actually holding you. No, you can't go over there. Okay, a lot of barricade is over here. You can't go over there. Though it is so obvious, but you can't go over there. So what market did? It gave up over here and boom, it just keep going higher. By anyhow, it has broken this new week opening gap high. Sorry, new week opening gap with this speed. Then it knows that I can't go for this sell side liquidity because lot of bodyguard are over here. So it started to consolidate, and the rest of the day it was consolidating over here. From this high to that low, that is your trading zone. From there to there, this was your trading zone. When market is above that high, you should look for buy until it is below that new week opening gap, until that area. That is your trading zone. If you would love to frame any kind of setup, you have to set your setup around this zone. But what happened when market came today? It has made another new week opening gap here. So the zone came here to here now. Okay, this is the zone. Again, to the top of this high, to bottom of this new week opening gap, another zone is over there. So this is the two zone where I'm able to trade. This is that two zone where I am able to trade either this zone or that zone. It is very small and very risky to trade in this type of area. So what I will do, I'll just let go and let price to go somewhere else first. How it is going to go somewhere else? By using any kind of big news. For example, tomorrow we have US election. So we have to see what is going to happen tomorrow. I hope that there will be a lot of volatility, and I believe that something is going to happen very soon. I don't know when, but something is going to happen. A big crash should be on the way. A big crash. That is just my I mean expectation. Don't think that I am telling that market is going to crash for forever. No, that is just my expectation that market is going to crash for an unlimited time. I mean something like boom, something like that. So in this area, I'm just not interested to trade. I hope that new week opening gap and new day opening gap, how you should treat them, you will have an idea about that new day opening gap and new week opening gap. If you still have some confusion, you can ask me. I would love to come. By the way, what is the time right now? 8:19. Why it is showing 8:19? Anybody knows that time zone has changed already? Am I early today? Are you kidding me? Oh man, when happened? When it happened? Oh man, so I've started 1 hour ago. I thought that I started around 9. Oh, what will I do? Time zone changed. Yes, yesterday for New York. I didn't know that. I wasn't in front of my chart. I wasn't here. I didn't know that. What I will do then? This long day. I thought that I'm in 9:20. So very soon it will be 11 and I'll be done. I did same when I see the time. Yeah, I outlined that trade around 7 and I didn't notice that it is 8. I'm a fool, to be honest. Clocks are set back on hour at 2 a.m. on the first Sunday in November. I didn't know that. My mistake. What I will do, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let me actually talk about this one first. Then I will go for the London session. Okay, first let me actually talk about this thing. I'll have to go to 1 minute chart. So this is my 1 minute chart, and in 1 minute chart, this is the 7 a.m. kill zone where setup 7 a.m. is too funny actually how to trade this one. I'm not going over there. Instead, I would love to just frame this. I mean, I would love to talk about this setup and then, yeah. But why and how, I'm not interested to go in that much deep. Over here, this is that reclaimed parallel gap where you can see this is a fall. Okay, that is a fall, that is a fall, that is a fall. Then market went higher. This is a parallel gap. This parallel gap should hold the price and send it lower. Market didn't trade this one. Now, until now, I don't know this is a reclaimed parallel gap or not. Until this area, I don't know this is a reclaimed parallel gap or not. That means when market is here and it is going here, I didn't notice this one. There is no parallel gap. I am not noticing that market is here and it is whatever it is doing, it is doing. I don't know. I don't know. And then when this candle appeared, I find my reclaimed parallel gap. When this candle has closed below this parallel gap, below that parallel gap. Why is that gap? This is a down move or down trend. Then market retrace, then started to fall again. If I would love to mark a reclaimed parallel gap, first I have to mark it from the lowest parallel gap over here, okay, around this area. Now, if you look over here to this area, it is too messy and you don't find any lowest parallel gap around this area. When I don't have any kind of lowest parallel gap around that area, I'll go for the highest one, highest parallel gap, which is not traded yet. So if I see that it has been traded over here, I'm not going to use this on as my reclaimed parallel gap as I'm using the highest one. It is falling again. This is a downtrend move. This is a downtrend retracement. falling again. If I find fair value gap over here around this area at the bottom of this area, at the bottom, that should work as a reclaimed fair value gap, a perfect reclaimed fair value gap around this area. Now I have found that there is nothing clear over here, no down fair value gap or clean fair value gap around that area, no down clean fair value gap. So what I have done, I waited for the last fair value gap, which should work as a reclaimed fair value gap, the last fair value gap. Market went through this reclaimed again. I don't know this is the reclaimed fair value gap. Until now I don't know. Market is going higher, going higher, going higher and trade until this area. Then it fall again. It started to fall. So I have started to look for that reclaimed fair value gap to that specific leg, which was a real down move, a real down trend. Why is that? Why you are looking for that? This low and that low. Can you see this? These two low? They're too clean and a very clean sell side liquidity over here. So I know that market is actually falling again. It has taken the buy side liquidity, which has made over there. Market went lower. This is a down move. This is a down move. Retracement, fall again. What is that? Resistance zone. Whoever took the sell from this resistance zone, let me mark the zone actually. Just let me randomly mark the zone. I thought that this is the resistance zone. So I took a sell over there. Market went lower. Retracement, fall again. When it has been shifted this market one more time, a swing low has been broken. 80% people removed their stop loss from there to there, moved their stop loss from here to here above that swing high. What market has done? Made that relatively equal lows. What is that? Strong support zone. So let me mark that support zone. How you find your liquidity? By marking the support and resistance zone. This is my only way to look for that liquidity. Now if you watch ICT for longer term, okay, maybe you are watching ICT for near about 6 months, all of you know that ICT is against retail trader. Whoever is trading retail concepts, ICT is against them. What do you think about the retail trader? What is the biggest amount of the retail trader are trading? I mean, what is the concept they are trading for? For example, you have lot of choices. Example, Wyckoff, support resistance, animal pattern like butterfly pattern, hidden shoulder pattern. That is pattern trader. What do you think? What is the biggest amount of the retail trader trading? What is their concept? Trend line liquidity, support resistance liquidity, pattern liquidity, Wyckoff, and a lot of blah 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 blah. Just I need this answer. Please give me the answer. What do you think? Support and resistance. That's cool. Anybody else? Yeah, this is, if you think that this is a class, then treat it as a class. So you have to actually give me the reply. I'm not interested to see the reply from the normal people or normal subscriber, because I don't want to lost my mood today. So I just made it as members only, and I would love to keep it like members only. As I told at the beginning, I'm not interested to grow my subscriber today. So if any of you actually subscribe today and you think that, oh, okay, this guy is just making the members only video, you can unsubscribe anytime. I don't care. Thank you for being here. Support and resistance, volume, moving average. Yeah, moving average is also a support and resistance. I mean, if you, I was a moving average trader, and the moving average things is whenever market will break that EMA or MA, whatever it is, 50, 20, 100, whatever it is. When it will break, you will use that EMA or MA as a resistance, and you will take the sell. When it will actually tap to the moving average, you will take the buy, because that is their support and resistance. So EMA, MA, they are the support and resistance as well. I mean, moving average is also the support and resistance. Trend line is also support and resistance. Animal pattern is also support and resistance. Most of the things are support and resistance. Most of the things. Okay, trend line, support and resistance. In my opinion, 90% retail trader trade through their support and resistance. Now, if I say this is their support, are you going to agree with me? This single high is going to their resistance. Are you willing, I mean, are you going to agree with me? Or if like Ketan is telling that no, brother, this is not the resistance, but instead that this is the support, because they are saying this is the support here. They would love to take the buy here instead of taking the sell over there, because this is not their resistance. This is just a single high. If you look that resistance zone, this is their resistance zone. What you are going to think is that, am I correct or am I wrong? Is this the resistance zone, or maybe this swing, that single high is a resistance zone? What do you think? If you think that this is the resistance zone, because lot of time double top, triple top, four top, or whatever it is, when there is lot of top or bottom, then the retail trader are thinking that this is their this is their resistance zone, and single high is not the resistance zone. That means no retail trader are going to take the sell from there. They are going to take the sell from there. I don't use the trend line liquidity, to be honest, because it is little complicated for me. So what I have decided to mark only this type of resistance and support zone. That's why I keep saying relatively equal highs, relatively equal lows. Now previous day high, previous day low. This is their liquidity. How it can be their liquidity? If previous day high is their liquidity, how you are going to think? How many retail traders are actually taking the sell to the top of the high of the previous day high, and how they are going to predict that this is going to be the I mean, whatever it is, just let it go. So for making these concepts much more complicated, this session liquidity, previous day high liquidity, then previous week high liquidity or low liquidity, they have been added here in these concepts. That doesn't mean they are not the liquidity. Every single high is a liquidity, because which is a single high you are seeing over here. If you go to the 15-second chart, you will see relatively equal highs. So daily high can be the 15-minute relatively equal highs, or 5-minute relatively equal highs, or 1-minute relatively equal highs. Absolutely, they are also the resistance and support zone. But I actually love to mark relatively equal highs or relatively equal lows, who are so obvious and very easy to mark. That is why my support my support and resistance are too easy to mark, and most of the time my direction is going to work perfectly. So over here, whoever actually took their sell over here, they put their stop loss over here. So above this high is now their stop loss over here. This is how this swing high is going to be important. Why? This resistance zone, whoever took the sell over there, they moved their stop loss over here now. Now this is going to be an important high as an liquidity, a single high as an liquidity. If there is no resistance here or resistance zone over here, there is no liquidity. Nobody is going to put their stop loss over here. Still 30 to 40% people keep their stop loss over there. Most maximum actually move their stop loss over here, but still some people keep their stop loss over here. Market went lower, made that a very strong support zone. Market tapped the support zone. Another group of retail traders, they took their buy over there. Now, what market maker is doing? Market maker is engineering the liquidity. He has engineered the liquidity here, which is called the buy liquidity, buy side liquidity. Why it is called the buy side liquidity? Guys, I have a lot of time today because I misunderstood the time. I didn't know that the time zone has changed, so I would love to go with the whole story over here. Okay, so if you are getting bored, I'm so sorry for that. The market maker has made the liquidity over here. He has engineered the liquidity. What do you mean by engineered liquidity? Whenever you will see relatively equal lows or relatively equal highs, that means that is the market maker's engineered liquidity. Market maker is going to prove that this is a very strong resistance zone, so take the sell. If you take the sell over here, your buy stop will be there. Again, you took the sell here, your buy stop is over there, which is going to be your buy side liquidity. That means if I can hit your buy stop, I'm going to be profitable. That buy stop is my liquidity. To understand, here my entry is over there. This zone is my entry and this is my buy stop. If market keep going higher, I'll take that loss, that 12 handle loss or maybe $100 loss. So my $100 is over there around this area. This is my $100. If I can move the market over here, then I will get your $100 stop loss. That stop loss I'll get that. That is how the buy side liquidity has came, because this is their buy stop. If you take the sell, your buy stop is over there. Same thing over here. Market maker has made the sell side liquidity over here as well. How? He has first built the sell liquidity, the double bottom over here, which is your their sell stop. They took the buy over here. Another group, okay, one group has taken the sell over there. Their stop loss is now above this area. So this is their stop loss. Let me actually mark a box over here. Now this is their stop loss. Just for example, this is their stop loss over here. Another group of people actually took the buy over there, and this is their sell stop. Now this is those buyers sell stop. This is those sellers buy stop. So what market maker did, he made this one, then first go for that buy stop. All the people who moved their stop loss from there to there, they got stopped out. Okay, brother, you told that some of the people are still put their stop loss over here. So when market actually went below this relatively equal lows, almost every one of them got profitable over here, or maybe they actually put their stop loss to the break even. So what is going to happen? Still they're profitable? Yes, sir, they're profitable. Some of them has to be profitable. If they don't get profit over here, how you are going to believe this is actually going to work? This support and resistance is going to work. How do you believe that if it never works? So sometimes it will work actually, or less people will get their profit. Most of the people will stop out. Less people will get their profit over here. Now, what does it mean? The stopped out over here, they are still profit because they took the sell over there. This is now their stop loss. So already they are in profit. Here is the part of the psychology. When they got stopped out over here, what they are going to think that okay, this market is done. It is not going for lower now. So whoever got the stopped out over here, they started to think this is the breakout trader. This is the support. See this support, market tap to this support, break this swing high. So now they are the breakout trader. Resistance turn into support. Now they took the buy over here, put their sell stop over here. Now I have one sell stop here, I have another sell stop over there around this area. Okay, here or maybe there, whatever it is. My sell stop is over here. Why you are going to think like that way? Because you are a retail trader, you believe in support and resistance, you are already in profit here. You are already in some profit. So what you are going to think, you are not going to miss the opportunity as you have missed this buying opportunity over there from the support zone. All the supporters, they are waiting to see if there is another swing high which is going to break the high, extreme high, so that they can move their stop loss here to here. First, market maker stopped out almost every sellers. Every sellers got stopped out over here. So there is no sellers left, but the buyers are still in profit. The sellers who are is in profit, they turned into the breakout trader. Sellers turned into buyers here. They got stopped out first. When they got stopped out over here, market keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. Took their sell stop. Remember, whoever took the buy, this is their sell stop. Took their sell stop. When they got sell out over here, what they are going to think? Resistance turn into support. They are going to take the sell over here. Whoever took the sell, because now support turns into resistance. These buyers would love to try one more time to take sell here. Buyers will try to take sell. Remember, all the sellers are already out of this market. The sellers are out of this market. There is no sellers left. They took sell, they took buy, they are done. Now the term of the buyers, they took buy, they took sell, they are done over here. When all the buyers and all the sellers are turned out, what market is going to do? Now it is looking for something very specific. What do you have? See something here. Now it is going for that. No sellers is in the market. Whoever took the sell from there, no sellers is in the market. No buyers is in the market. All the buyers got stopped out. Even they are not interested to take the buy again because they are not going to believe this. It has been broken. No way it worked. So what else do I have? Some sellers left over there. They are still in here. What I am going to do now? I'm going for that boom buy side liquidity. That is my intention to go right now to take those buy side liquidity. In the meantime, market always keep making, see this small support zone, small resistance zone here, this high and that high, they're relatively equal highs, small resistance zone. Always market keep or engineer the liquidity. This is how market keep going higher because it needs the food before moving. A very simple logic over here. This is how I find out my direction so precisely because I only go for support and resistance zone. I think like that way. If I were a buyers over here, what I would do over there when it is broken, what I would do over there, I would love to take a sell over there. I took buy here, got stopped out. I took sell here, got stopped out. Do I have the courage to take another entry? No, sir, I don't have the courage. At the same time, I was a seller over here around this area. I was a seller. I'm not able to take a sell over there as well or buy over here as well because I got stopped out over here as well. Around this area, I got stopped out. Or maybe I took the buy from this support zone and I got stopped out by that run. So either way, when I was a seller, I took the buy. I got stopped out by both sell and buy. And as a buyers, I got stopped out by both buy and sell. Where market will go now? For something which is very clean. What do we have? A very clean buy side liquidity. So I'm now going for that buy side liquidity. Relax. Nobody in the market. Just me. Just me. I'm the market maker. So I will go exactly to that buy side liquidity with no fear. Now here is a question. How did you get that sell over here? Now my question is, you saw this buy side liquidity over here. So if you have already watched my execution video, you have seen that I marked that sell side liquidity over here, this low and that low, they're relatively equal lows. That was my sell side liquidity. So I've seen that market actually went higher, take that buy side liquidity, then market closed below this fair value gap. This fair value gap is going to be important for me now when it closed below this one. This is the first time tap to this reclaimed fair value gap. What is the time? 6:16. Is that inside the session? No, sir, it's not inside the session. Can I take that sell? No, sir, I can't take the sell. Then market came here and tap to this reclaimed fair value gap one more time. Now, what is the time exactly over there? 7:01. Can I take the sell? Yes, sir. I am able to take the sell. Why? This is the 7 a.m. kill zone. If I took that sell over here, okay, just let me actually mark it in a correct way. Here, where should be my stop loss? Just above this reclaimed fair value gap. If you have the order block, if you have the order block, you have to cover that order block, just that order block around this area. See this highest up close body close candle, which is your order block. Here you have this consecutive order block, or if you just love to mark the highest one as your order block, or whatever it is, you have to cover that order block because reclaimed fair value gap hasn't power to send the price until the order block. Remember in NFP, I outlined that setup. Now I didn't push the button. I'm not interested to push the button right now. But if you remember in NFP days around 8:30, when I took my sell from that reclaimed fair value gap, which was over here, I guess. Was that here? Yep, I guess it was here. Sorry, let me mark it. This is that reclaimed fair value gap. When this candle close below this fair value gap, where highest candle where it can reach, see this order block above this reclaimed fair value gap, this is the order block. Why is that order block? This candle has traded this fair value gap. See this fair value gap, it has been traded by that candle open and the low of that week. This is the order block. Where did it reach exactly? Very random, right? Exactly to that order block, then fall, tap to this new opening gap high, entry, stop loss, cover that one which was near about 23 handle or something, that order block, and then fall. This is the nature of the reclaimed fair value gap. But draft fair value gap is absolutely different, where you don't need to cover the order block because Most of the time trap fair value gap doesn't send the price above the consonant cosmet of that specific fair value gap. Now why you are rebranding ICT concepts? Sir, I'm not rebranding ICT concepts. I'm just giving them some name so that I can explain them when by some specific name, or at the same time if I just keep saying this is the fair value gap, how do you know which fair value gap I'm just indicating? What is that fair value gap? That's why I'm just giving them a name so that you can understand easily what is that gap. That reclaimed fair value gap I have explained in my Discord live, and I told that I will keep providing you the live example one again and again. I wasn't here in front of the chart around 7 a.m. I was actually uh, chatting on the Discord over there. I was reading their message, everything. So I just missed this one. But at the same time, I have seen that it has made a perfect 7 a.m. 22 YT model. That means I have already know that market has taken all the buy side liquidity over here. Why this is the buy side liquidity? I have already explained why there is the buy side liquidity. All of the traders has provided the stop loss from there to there. So what is the buy side liquidity now? Most of the traders put their stop loss over there. So they got stopped out over here. So buy side liquidity has taken over here. Market fall used that reclaimed fair value gap. At the same time, it has taken this small buy side liquidity and very nice strong market structure shape. All I need to see is mark that fair value gap to take my last opportunity. This is my last opportunity to take that entry. If market can provide me that entry opportunity, I'll go for that trade. But what happened actually? The reclaimed fair value gap is over here. This is the consecutive. Let me actually remove this one. See these two, the up close body close candle, both of them are consecutive order block. So I would love to mark the low of that order block here. This is that order block. This specific candle has made this order block over here. This candle trade that order block, boom, market fall. I write it down. If you have watched my execution, I told that I'm going to ignore the immediate reaction because I was watching this reclaimed fair value gap. I have already missed my first opportunity to push my button. That was my first opportunity to push the button. I missed it already. I'm not able to push the button over here because it is outside of the session. But when it is inside that kill zone, this is my area where I should go for the trade. I already missed it. So this is my next opportunity, and it has made that 22 white model. At the same time, it has made this order block as well. It has traded that order block. I was trying to catch one more chance here. That's why I told I'm going to ignore the immediate reaction because I'm watching this setup from this reclaimed fair value gap area around this area. When I saw that, oh, okay, I have already missed the trade. I have already missed the trade. Market already moved so far. So what can I do? I can chase the price. What do I know? That market is reaching for this sell side liquidity. See this relative equal loss until now this area. But here the last fair value gap to that specific area which is above this area, above that sell side liquidity, it has the power to stop the price and send it higher again. If I chase the price and take my buy over, sell over there, for example, I took the sell over here. I have to take the partial over here around this area. My stop loss should cover this. See this fair value gap? It should cover that fair value gap. Now, is it worthy to take that sell? 20 handle stop loss for at least 14 handle. You have to think like that way, okay? That you will provide you, it will provide you 12, 14 handle, then you will get stopped out. Is it worthy? I decided no, it's not worthy. If that last parabolic gap was little lower and it was going to provide me 21 handle. For example, this last parabolic gap high is here, not the low. Instead of low, high is here. I could change the price because still it is going to provide me 21 handle, which is at least worthy. 20 handle risk for 21 handle profit. It is worthy. But 14 handle profit for 20 handle risk, no, I didn't. I decided not to go for that trade. It is not worthy and it's just a foolishness. What I have done, I write it down. So I'm not interested to chase the price. Just think if it take me with him, what I'm going to get over there, what I'm doing over there. Everything is in line, everything is depending on that price action. All I have to do is I have to wait to see can it take me with him or not. If it doesn't take me with me, I'll let her go. Okay, next time I'll see you. Don't worry that I'm going to leave you. No, sir, I'm not going to leave you. Next time I'll see you. I'll keep an eye to you. You are always so naughty. I just missed this trade depending on that everything because this was my perfect entry opportunity. Can I push the button over there? For example, I pushed my button over here around 7 a.m. kill zone. Okay, when it tapped to this reclaimed parabolic gap low, my stop loss is going to cover that order block here, this order block around this area. So here, first profit or partial should be there. If you don't want to take the partial over here, even I will say that here below is that obvious liquidity. If it is obvious liquidity, then below that one, no, it's the liquidity is taken actually. There is a body. There is a body, not the close, open. Still no liquidity over there. So this is the first area to take the partial. I don't care where market will go, but that should be the partial. Now, is it worthy to take that 13 handle loss for 36 handle at least for first partial? Then after taking that first partial, if you would love to hold it until the sell side liquidity, it's up to you. I have no objection for that. But if you ask me, that is the target. That should be the target. 36 handle, that should be the target. And maybe I'll take a partial over here below this low or the rejection block. I'll take the partial because it is worthy. 21 handle partial is more than enough in my opinion. So I will take the partial over here and I'll close my trade over here. I'm not going to expect that market is going to take that sell side liquidity. Is that worthy to take that 13 handle stop loss or 14 handle stop loss for that 36 handle profit? If you think it is worthy, go for that trade. I didn't think that it is worthy to take the sell from there, put my stop loss over here. What did I know? Market is going for that sell side liquidity. I can be wrong. Market can simply tap to this last parallel cap and then go higher. And I can be wrong and I got stopped out. In that time, okay, move your stop loss. No, sir, you can't move your stop loss until a certain thing happened on the chart. So when you don't know how to move the stop loss, you should not take that entry. Don't try your luck. Just don't try your luck. Avoid that entry, just avoid it. Accept market didn't take you, just accept it. Simply it could provide you one more opportunity to take entry, just one more opportunity. Tap this parabolic, boom, it didn't provide you that, so accept that failure. No worries. Why this last parabolic gap didn't work? Now when I don't want to see that last parabolic gap will provide you any kind of reaction, what did I always tell you? You will always expect within 3 candle it will break this last parabolic gap. Within 3 candle it will break this last parabolic gap. How did it break that last parabolic gap? Wasn't it too obvious that it is going for this sell side liquidity and you are not going to get any kind of reaction from this last parabolic gap? You have to observe this candle when it will come to this last parabolic gap, how it is actually reacting around that area. If it takes too much time, that means it is actually holding the price and market is generating more liquidity here. Around this liquidity, it is building more liquidity here. Don't hold your trade. Even if you are in this trade, close your trade or trail your stop loss too fast. If you don't do that, you are in a big problem. Please don't take that risk. Let's talk about this price action little bit. Okay, so let me actually remove all of these things because I hope that you already got this on, and if anyone is interested, I have already explained, I mean sorry, recorded that entry and uploaded it to my Twitter, so you can, sorry, in my YouTube, you can check it. Let's talk about this price action. What is happening over here? When market came here, almost every sell side liquidity has taken, and market came until this area, around this area. So what do you have over here? Maybe you have some 15 minutes something over here. I don't remember, whatever it is. For example, you have something over there, and then market went higher here. Now, can you see something very familiar to you? Is that very familiar to you? Market is engineering in liquidity. Why is that? Because market has to go too far, or it has to go too far, but it doesn't want to go over there without taking someone with him. That means I want to provide you an opportunity to participate in this price action so that you can risk your money. Then I will go for your brother's money, but by taking your money. What should you do? I'm not interested to touch this market. Why is that? Because this is outside of the session. Simple logic, brother. Outside of the session, that is the trap where market will actually invite you fall. It's up to you. Do you want to fall into that trap or not? If you don't want to fall into that trap, avoid the session outside session trade. What is the outside session trade? From 8 to 9:30 outside of the session. From 5 to 7 outside of the session. Not 7 exactly, say 6:30 or yeah, that's the New York kill zone actually start from 6:30. I'll say from 5 to 6:30 or something like that. From 11:30 to 1 outside of the session. From 3:45 to 6 outside of the session. From Asia session I don't trade, so I'm not going to add them. But yes, sir, they're outside of the session. Don't trade over there. If you can avoid them, you're going to get the an clear idea. Just keep watching what is market doing. Not in this small. If you just watch this small price action, you will have no idea what is happening. So all you need a bigger idea what is happening over there. Now, if you come here in this 1 minute chart and if you watch all of this bigger idea, lot of noises, right? Can you see a lot of noise over here? Okay, brother, where market is now going? Tell us where market is going. I don't know. Why? Because this is a 1 minute chart and I don't know what is happening. So what I will do, I'll go to my preferred zone. Where is it? 15-minute chart. From 15-minute chart, okay guys, actually lot of Newton new week opening gap. So actually let me change the mm, 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 mm. Okay, okay. So this is my 15-minute chart. Okay, it is US dollar actually. I need NQZ 2024. I need this guy instead of dollar index. I need this guy. So here, this is my 15-minute chart. Okay. So this 15-minute chart has an advanced facility. What is that? You can simply look for your support and resistance. A very easy way. You can have an idea what is happening in this market by this 15-minute chart. A very small price action. This is a very small price action. Look at that run. That is a fall, right? This is a fall, fall, fall. Don't give a shit over here. This is a big fall. You have nothing to think about this area. It is too far from the current market. It is too far. You don't have any idea over here. Or sorry, you don't need any kind of information from there. All you need from this area where the current market is. This is the current market. So let's see if I have any kind of relatively equal highs or lows over there. So let's look for the lowest low. So this is the lowest low, right? Here. Can you see any sell side liquidity around that area? And mark a high, the highest high, which is here around this area. So I'll just mark it as a market here and sell side liquidity here. Okay. Now most of the people will come. Sorry, I'll come over there just a second. First, let me tell you. Is that a support zone? Anybody has any confusion about that? That this is a very strong support zone here. One top, sorry, one bottom, two bottom, three bottom, four bottom, fifth bottom, near about 6, 7, 8. 8 bottom is around this area. Isn't it a very strong support zone? But here, one high, just one high. Okay, I'd love to put it over here around this high, that high, that high. Is it now a resistance zone? Some people come to me and they tell me if market can take this zone, then it can simply go for that high. Sir, there is a problem. What is that problem? The problem is market can simply take that relatively equal highs and make another relatively equal highs with that high. So it will go very near to that high. Then it will fall. I have shown that lot of time in my YouTube in live stream where market has taken the exact relatively equal highs, then to the topper high it has made another relatively equal highs, then fall. If you want an exact exact example I can give to you. Now, it is not a perfect example, just I'm showing you. This is just for your observation over here. Look, this high and that high, they are relatively equal highs. Look what happened. This is the relatively equal highs, which is called the obvious and perfect liquidity, buy side liquidity, right? Now, if you mark that high as your buy side liquidity, that high, what happened? Market went higher, take that liquidity, or if you look over here as well, around this area. Now, it is little obvious run above that high. Most of, I mean, lot of the time, market even didn't provide me this small run. Instead, it is very near to that high, then it reverses to make that liquidity. It is also the liquidity taken. If you look over here, observe by outside of that one, if you see here, taken that relatively equal highs, made that another relatively equal highs, then it fall, something like that. So that's why I always prefer to mark relatively equal highs instead of single high, because that single high can be used as to make liquidity again another resistance zone, which is called the engineered liquidity. Now, brother, why it is going to make that liquidity? Because, brother, we are trading through a very small time frame, which is 15-minute chart. So you have to understand that most of the retail traders, they're going to trade through daily chart, hourly chart, lot of bigger chart. Okay, 15-minute chart, 1-minute chart. Even before ICT, nobody even think that 1-minute chart profit can be possible. 1-minute chart profit is, are you kidding me? It is really possible. If you are the retail trader, ask yourself, did you ever think that you will be able to trade 1-minute chart? I don't think so. At least 5-minute or 15-minute chart. At least. So here, this is that sell side liquidity, this is that buy side liquidity from 15 minutes. Do you have that? Yes, sir, I have that. Now, right now, market is over here, which is going to be taken first. I have already provided you an idea. Use this fib. Okay. Use the fib to your sell side and your buy side liquidity. Mark the 50%. Now, where is the market now? Here, above this 50%. If it is above the 50%, look for the bullish fair value gap. Last bullish fair value gap. If you find any, mark that bullish fair value gap as your 50% range fair value gap, which is called 50% range fair value. Brother, you are actually rebrand ICT concepts again. Okay, I'm sorry to rebranding ICT concepts, but sorry, sir, I have to give them some names so that you can understand why I'm referring this fair value gap. Why this fair value gap is important. I have to refer it every single time. I can't give the credit to ICT. I earn lot of things from ICT, but some of them are invented by me, not by ICT. This travel gap is invented by maybe not on ICT, because before even ICT, a lot of people talk about this fair value gap, or I mean that imbalances. Actually, ICT named them fair value gap, but it was named by imbalance. Imbalance was the name of this gap. Whatever. I don't want to go over there to that controversy. But here, this thing, ICT never talked about this. Not only ICT, nobody talked about this gap. You have this. If you don't believe me, go and check the YouTube. Okay, everything is over there. Not even your private mentorship. You have buy side liquidity, you have sell side liquidity. You have the range 50% fair value gap. This is the 50% range fair value gap. This fair value gap is going to determine where market is going for. If it can, until it is not broken, I'm going for that buy side liquidity. I'm thinking that market is going for that buy side liquidity. So I'll try to look for buy. If this 50% range fair value gap is broken, I'll go for that sell. Most probably, or sorry, 90% of the possibilities, market will go for that sell side liquidity if it can break this range 50% fair value gap. Isn't it too easy to mark your direction? But right now, brother, what I should think? I don't know it is going to hold the price or is it going to be broken. Sir, what did I say? Until it is not broken, I'm only looking for buy, only looking for buy, and thinking that market is going for that buy side liquidity. If market can break this 50% range fair value gap, then I will start to look for sell. But how do I know when it is going to break it or not, or market is actually going for that buy side liquidity? That is why I told you session is important. Wait until 9:30. Within 9:30, it will be determined when where market is reaching for. If you see it's broken, start to look for that sell side liquidity is going to be taken. If it is not broken, start to look for that buy side liquidity is going to be taken. Here is another word. Remember that new week opening gap, new day opening gap, lot of the gap is exactly over here around this area. Lot of the gap, new week opening gap, new day opening gap. Keep that in your mind. Is this 50% range fair value gap is much more stronger than the new week opening gap, new day opening gap? In the imbalances area, new week opening gap is the strongest gap. Which is the strongest? If there is a new week opening gap, I don't give a shit about anything else. After new week opening gap, the second strongest gap is new day opening gap. After new day opening gap, the last fair value gap. After the last fair value gap, then entry fair value gap. After the entry fair value gap, then first fair value gap, then 50% range fair value gap, any other fair value gap, inversion fair value gap, blah 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 blah. Is it really hard, brother, to understand this? Now I will stay over here, okay, to just show you how easy it is to determine the direction. I'll just stay over here. I'm not going any that chart where all of my things are actually marked over there. I don't want to go over there. Instead, I would love to stay over here and I would love to show you how you are going to use this simple gap, that gap, to determine your bias. There is a question, brother. I'm going to mark that sell side liquidity. Sorry, not that one. This is my sell side liquidity. Here, see, this is also relatively equalized, and this is buy side liquidity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that sell side liquidity and that buy side liquidity. There is nothing wrong. If you would love to do that, where is market right now? Here. If it is below that range fair value gap, sorry, that 50% range, what should you do? You should look for any bear fair value gap. Sorry, yeah, there is the bear fair value gap to that specific leg. Now, where is your leg? This leg came exactly to the 50% retracement. Again, went through this 50%. I can see there is a bear fair value gap over there. So this is a bear fair value gap. It will go through. This bear fair value gap is holding the price. I should keep looking for sell. Now it is now controversy. You are saying that until it is not broken, you should not look for sell. Now you are saying that this is a fair value gap. Until it is not broken, you should look for buy. Sorry if I missed. Until this is not broken, you should look for buy. Again, you are saying that until it is not broken, you are looking for sell. So I can't look for buy and sell. Yes, sir. Make that confusion. If you would love to make it complicated, what I have done, start from the beginning. Don't make it so complicated. It's too simple to mark. Too simple. What you are going to do? Right now, market is over here, near the price. We will look for the lowest low and the highest high. Lowest low, highest high, near the market. Right now, market is over here. This is the lowest low, this is the highest high. Yes, sir, this is the highest high, this is the lowest low. Did it make any kind of liquidity here? And did it make any kind of buy side liquidity here, which is obvious to you, like something here? So obvious or something like that. If something is over there, mark them. Mark them. Now let me actually check if it had any. Okay, just for example, okay, this is that relatively equal loss, and as per the logic, this is that buy side liquidity, for example. Okay, this is the buy side liquidity. So what you will do, you will mark a box here to here. This is the 50%. When market is falling around this 50%, you will look for the last fair value gap or the entry fair value gap. If you find any kind of last fair value gap or the entry fair value gap around the 50%, remember, to that specific leg, mark that gap. If you don't have the last fair value gap or the 50%, entry fair value gap near that gap, avoid that 50% gap. Just avoid it. If you're confused, just avoid it. Now here, I don't see anything clear over there. So what I will do, I'll go for the hourly chart. Why hourly chart? Because that was missing. Okay, from hourly chart, I don't have the liquidity. So I have no objection over there. I have nothing to do around this area. I thought that I'll be able to show you something, but actually this is a lot of fair value gap, and actually there is no last or the entry parallel gap around this area, toward that area, which I can use as my 50% range parallel gap. So far you can see over here around this area you have this last parallel gap, which is to that specific leg. This is the last parallel gap. So I can simply use this one because it is around that one. I will mark the low and the high. When I have the liquidity, I'll mark that liquidity level only. This high is not the liquidity. If I don't have relatively equal highs, I'm not going to mark the range 50% parallel gap. If I have the uh, relatively equal highs or as buy side liquidity and both sell side liquidity, then I will mark that 50% range parallel gap. Otherwise, I have no idea how to mark the range because that is another topics. So here, as you can see, this candle never break this range parallel gap. Never break this range parallel gap. See, this is the sell side liquidity, then buy side liquidity. Market tried this time. Let's see if it can break this range parallel gap or not. If it can break this range parallel gap, this sell side liquidity is obvious. If it failed to break this range parallel gap, this buy side liquidity is obvious to me. That doesn't mean it is going for that buy side liquidity 100%. That is a possibility. This is an possibility if you have both buy side and sell side liquidity. Until then, whatever I explained, anybody has any confusion? If you have any confusion, you can tell me now. I would love to reply. I started early today. I'm extremely sorry for that. I thought that it's already 9, but it was actually 8 because of the time change. So yeah, thanks a lot for this valuable lesson. Thank you, Caesar. Hey, Pablo. A confusion too. Thank you, SK. Thanks for that, man. Have I have a little member over here. I can see that only Caesar, Pablo, and SK are here. Nobody else here. Tomorrow is going to be my last live streaming for some days. Actually, I don't know. 7th of November is my flight, so I don't know when I'll be able to come back again to the live. I guess it will take 1 week. I believe that next week I'll be able to come back again. Is there anyone from Brazil? Brazil? Any plans? You keep explaining the price better and better. Every day you keep okay explaining the price better and better. Thank you. Any plans to trade today? No, sir. Today I real money. Just forget about real money. I am not even interested to push the paper money. Tomorrow is the US election. I don't have the power. I don't have that courage to push the button today. I'm not a gambler. I will never push the button today, and I will tell all of you not to push the button today. Tomorrow is election. Be careful, guys. It's not something for fun. Okay, it's all about our life. Excuse me. So make sure that you're not in rush. I don't give a shit about how beautiful the price action is. Let's talk about the London session. Why I'm saying like that way. Let me show you something from this London session. I will read your comment after a little. Okay, so just give me explain the London session first, then I will read your comment again. I told that 95% of the time London session makes the liquidity. I clearly told that London session your target should be 15 handle. At least 15 handle should be your partial. I love to close my trade around 15 handle. I did live. I show you live execution. I recorded video. I posted them. Rest of the time I keep taking shots and screenshots and posted them to my Discord. Previously I was posting them to the Twitter. You guys are think that it is not enough. You need more about the London session. I told out of 100 days, 95 days market will make that liquidity. That will be liquidity making session where market will make the liquidity. Your first opportunity will provide you 15 handle. I told that clearly. Now, if you can prove me wrong, I'll never say this thing again. You can prove me wrong. You have to show me that out of 100 days, less than 95 days market makes the liquidity. 95 days market will make the liquidity. That's for guaranteed. Now, it's not enough for you. But how easy it is. Let's look at the price action today. The liquidity should be made between 1 a.m. New York local time to 6 a.m. New York local time. So here, this is that 1 a.m. See this candle? This is that 1 a.m. What is that candle? It is going higher. When it is going higher, what should you look for? Another swing high near the market. Exactly to that candle, stop over there, which has made exactly that relatively equal highs. Can you see this relatively equal highs? How clean that relatively equal highs over here? This is the candle which is appeared over there around 130 or something like that. So it has already made that liquidity. Now the next important rule, it has to trade the higher time frame PDRA. Now I'm going to keep it over here again one more time, because actually all of this area is the liquidity, so I would love to put it over there. Let's look at this price action. Now you are not going anywhere else except this 15-minute chart, nowhere else. Look at this ball. See this ball? You have a very small parabolic gap over there, which is the last parabolic gap. I don't mark them as my last parabolic gap, so I don't give the priority to them. Yeah, if market actually come over there, as a hindsight, if I see it has been reacted, then I will mark them as a last parabolic gap. Until then, I don't give a shit this type of very small parabolic gap. So in my opinion, this is the last parabolic gap. Now, brother, if this is the last parabolic gap, then what is this? What is that parabolic gap? The parabolic gap I have just marked. What is that parabolic gap? If if that is the last parabolic gap, you don't mark, that doesn't mean that is not the last parabolic gap. Yes, sir. It is obviously the last parabolic gap. I just don't mark them. Now, for example, I give the priority to this gap, and this is the last parabolic gap. If this is the last parabolic gap, then that should be the entry parabolic gap. What did I say? You have just two parabolic gap where you should pay your whole the attention. I'll prove you a lot of times that last parabolic gap and entry parabolic gap power. Eh, I will just show you here. Okay, just let me explain this London session first. This is that entry parabolic gap. Where is the highest up close body close candle? What is the highest up close body close candle? What is that called? Anybody can tell me that? What is that called? So this market has traded this entry parabolic gap. In my opinion, this is the last parabolic gap, because I don't mark them. In my opinion, this is the last parabolic gap, but either way, this is either last parabolic gap or the entry parabolic gap. So you can see the highest up close body close candle is over here, which has traded some specific fair value gap. Can you see this one? This open to the low of that candle, which is called the order block. I'm going to mark that order block, extend it to my right. Now market has made that relatively equal highs over here, right here. Let me extend it a little bit. Market has made relatively equal highs over there, traded that order block. Anybody has any confusion about this order block? Nobody should have any confusion. Did it make the relatively equal highs? This high and that high, they are relatively equal highs. Traded the higher time frame PDRA. At the same time, remember there is a bullish parabolic gap. Remember that, okay? Here, this is a bullish parabolic gap from 15-minute chart. So I'll just keep it. I'm going to remove this order block from my chart. Instead, I'll keep the relatively equal highs. Now I need to go to 1-minute chart. What I'm looking for, when market has made the relatively equal highs, what should I look for? Only sell. I don't care about the buy. Why? Because I know that market is going to make the relatively equal highs to provide me the selling opportunity. If I would love to look for a sell, all I need the kill zone. What did I say? Before 2 a.m. Newark local time, no entry is valid. If it is 2 a.m., you are good to go for the sell. When market went here, take that buy side liquidity. That can be your market structure shift. There can be your parabolic gap over here, which is also some kind of immediate reaction around this area. Then all of these things, when it happened outside of the 2 a.m., this is that 2 a.m. zone. Market went higher, take some buy side liquidity, provide me another market structure shift, provide me another parabolic gap over there. I saw some of your entry just for your learning. Okay, where should be your stop loss? See this stop loss? That should be above the liquidity, which has taken the liquidity here. The liquidity taken happened here, not there. Here. You should cover that liquidity area. That is your entry, that is your liquidity. How much it is? 10 handle. Now, if you see it is near about 15 handle, in that type of situation, you can actually move your stop loss little lower if you want to be above this high. It is also acceptable. If you see it is near about 15 handle, if you cover the extreme liquidity taken high, it is near about 15 handle, then you can put it above that area. But until it is near about 9, 10, 11 handle, you should keep it over there. That is my entry. Where is going to be my target? Exactly 15 handle. This is my target. Now if you are over jealous, you can hold your trade as long as you want, or as long as you want to hold it. Now if you ask me, I would love to take a partial around this 15 handle here, and I would love to close my trade around 22 handle. I'm done for this trade. Did I miss anything, or did I force the market anywhere over here? That should be the immediate reaction. Is that the immediate reaction within 3 candle? Did it trade that fair value gap? Ask yourself. This is something I keep showing you guys, but you don't give a shit, because it is something that a guy is showing who is not famous. Okay, I have provided you the best opportunity to learn this beautiful price action, the easiest way to trade, the easiest way, trap travel gap, reclaim travel gap, the easiest way to learn. What did I told you? That I will show you the last travel gap and anti travel gap reaction in this small in this small price action. Let's look at this small price action. Sorry to say, I'm going to mark it as my last travel gap, but either way, this is the anti travel gap, last travel gap. See this specific leg, last travel gap. Do you have, make it little bigger? Do you have any last travel gap around that area? If you have, perfect. Mark it. Let me mark it. Oh no, there is no last travel gap. So there is a last travel gap. I don't mark them. I don't mark them. What I would do, I would mark this gap instead of this gap as my last travel gap, because this is very strong. Hard to see by my own eyes. So I would love to mark this gap instead of that gap. Did it trade the last travel gap over here? If you see, this is not last travel gap, this is the last travel gap, or this is the entry travel gap. Either way. Now let's talk about here. Okay, it worked perfectly in the last travel gap here. What happened here? Trade that last travel gap. Now, do you have any travel gap to that specifically? No, nothing. What it has done? Traded that order block. Perfect. After trading that order block here, all of this high has traded this order block because I don't have the travel gap over here. Then market fall again. Came until this area. Where did it came? Some random level. After coming here, market went higher. Start looking for there around this area. Again, if you think this is the last travel gap, there is nothing wrong, because this is the last travel gap. But I actually don't mark them because they are too small to mark. Too small to mark. So what I will do, I'll mark them, which is much more cleaner to see. Last travel gap, entry travel gap. Perfect. Another travel gap. Okay, right now market is actually in this area. Going to remove this one and this two line. Instead, would love to keep this in this area. What do you see over here? Sometimes market actually trade the first fair value gap instead of the last or entry fair value gap sometimes. But still, when I can provide you, brother, where did it trade? Where did it trade? Go and check. Back, back, back on your area. Check where did it trade. One time, two time, three time, four time, five time, five time. It has traded some specific area. Maybe one time. Sorry, not five times, six time. Maybe one time it didn't trade that last parabolic gap or the entry parabolic gap. You'll come and complain. It's up to you, brother. If you want to complain, you can complain. This last parabolic gap and entry parabolic gap will change your will change everything. Will change everything. The way you are seeing this market, everything will be changed. Now, if you tell me why you are rebranding something, brother, why, this is ICT's concept. So why you rebranding them? Give the credit to ICT. Sir, I didn't learn this last parabolic gap from ICT. That is my invention. I didn't learn this from ICT. That is my invention. The trough parabol cap I'm explaining and I'm showing you that it is in live market, not as an hindsight. In live market. That is my invention. Why I will give the credit to ICT? Tell me that. ICT never talked about this. Now you are actually making something, you are providing us the wrong information. Okay. If the wrong information is working more than the precision, 95% of the time, 99% of the time, 98% of the time, what is wrong to accept that wrong information? I don't see anything wrong over here to to accept that wrong information. If you think still it is not something helpful for you, avoid that. No worries, just let it go. Just let it go. Before the action begins, take a moment to smash that like button and hit subscriber. Okay, today's session is not for targeting subscription, Tamimi. Actually, I want to just make it members only chat today. Yeah. Okay, I'll keep over here. You remember the all the new week opening gap, new day opening gap. I'm not showing them here. This London session is something that is going to provide you 95% winning rate. That is my guarantee. This range fair value gap, 50% range fair value gap will provide you to be right 90% of the time according to your direction. 90% of the time. Lizard. Lizard. I talked too much, okay? I'm so sorry, guys. So I had to explain all of the things. I guess I have already explained a lot of things. So let's wait for the price action now. Until let's wait for the price action. Remember, this is not my chart, but I would love to stay over here today. But this is not actually my chart. I love my chart with new week opening gap and new day opening gap, as I have a lot of new week opening gap, new day opening gap over there, and I'm not interested to push the button. That's why I came here. Tomorrow is US election. I'm just not interested to gamble today. That's all, brother. I forgot to mention you one thing, and that is that when I was talking about new day opening gap, new week opening gap, how do you know it is broken or something? Which time frame should I use? 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart is going to provide you the information about the new day opening gap is broken or new week opening gap is broken or not. So 15-minute chart always give the priority. 15-minute chart is the bellwether for every day trader. Day trader. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button if you like it, and if you don't mind, then you can share the the link with your friends who are also interested about learning ICT concepts in a more precise way. So make sure that you have pushed the like button and you have shared the link with your friends and family. By the way, guys, how about the audio? Is it okay? The audio is okay? Clear. Thank you, Moti. Remember this resistance zone over here? All good. Thank you, Shub. Good morning. That was a good explanation. Hey, Sui Boutique. How are you, sister? Thank you. Audio is good for me. Hey, Tami, thanks for that, man. Good audio. Okay, that's cool, man. So, never open candle respect now. Okay, let's see. 1 minute left for the opening. At the same time, don't forget how I explained that buy side liquidity, then the stop loss above that swing high, then people got stopped out over here, then market went lower, took that sell side liquidity, then all the buy side liquidity went whatever I explained at the beginning. If you have already forgotten, I'm so sorry. Okay, but you have to remember whatever I have explained because all of these things in my mind, I'm thinking the market like that way. But this 50% range parallel gap is going to provide me the confidence that whatever you are thinking, I'm going to work like that way. Then I will be able to frame my setup. Either way, I'm not going to frame any setup today. That's why I told I'm just not interested to okay, not there. I need actually here to increase my subscriber today. So I'm not interested to push the button today. If it is first presented parallel graph, I'm not sure yet. Still now. Okay, now it is not first presented parallel graph. Remember this 50% range parallel gap, okay? This is the 50% range parallel gap. If it is broken, this sell side liquidity is obvious. If it is not broken, this buy side liquidity is obvious. From where? 15-minute chart. Because this liquidity I have marked from 15-minute chart. So I'll care about the 15-minute candle to see if it is broken or not. See this? Very just below that buy side liquidity. This high, that high. They are the relatively equal highs from 1 minute chart. Just below that buy side liquidity, this is a random fair value gap, which I keep talking. Random fair value gap. I love to mark those type of random fair value gap. Somebody has taken the membership. Who is that? Dunsiu Christian. Welcome to King, brother. Don't forget to provide us the penguin. We love penguin. Still, it is valid as a first presented travel cap. The people who are new here, please don't think this is our trade. We are observing this first presented travel cap for a longer term now to prove to see that if it can provide us 25 handle or not. Thank you, Christian. What the heck is happening? The New York Open just happened. I don't understand why it's UTC minus 5 instead of 4. Okay, that same thing happened to me as well. This is for the first time market has broken this 50% range parallel gap. Though this candle didn't close yet, but look at this candle. Okay, every single time market is stopped by this 50% of range parallel gap. This is the first time market went through this gap. Unfortunately, this one candle is going to take that sell side liquidity. But for example, this candle closed here somewhere. Okay, then the next candle started to fall. Until it is not broken, this sell side liquidity was not obvious. But now, what I'm expecting right now, do you have any idea? Market is not going to take that sell side liquidity. Instead, it is going little higher, so that I will have an idea, or I will have an opportunity to frame a sell setup for this sell side liquidity. This is why it has gone 1 hour behind. Yes, sir. I started my stream unfortunately little before actually. If any of you are trying to frame any setup, You're welcome, brother. I'm just not interested because tomorrow is US election. So I'm just not interested to touch this market. Not even for a single time. So if any of you take the entry, don't let me know. Please don't let me know. You wanna take your entry, do it by yourself. And get your profit or loss, keep quiet. Don't tell me that. If it failed to take that sell side liquidity, that is an opportunity actually. In a normal day, not today. Don't frame the trade today. I have to take an entry to my top step as well, but I will actually take my entry the day after tomorrow. Yeah, the day after tomorrow. Just one micro. SK, 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 are you there? Observe it. I'm unable to mark this one. It's very small. I'll keep this one in my position. Just keep that one. Observe this parallel gap. Okay, okay. It didn't work this way, so I would love to see that if it worked in an inverse way or not. That means it will tap to this gap, then it will provide me that 25 handle. If it work like that or not. Stop loss same 20 handle or something like that. And it will go for that 5 handles. If it close out this parabol cup, then not yet, not yet. Okay, this is for SK, 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 just for SK. And the first presented parabol cup inversion gap entry should be there. So from there to until this area, this is that first presented parabol cup inversion entry over there. Don't forget about that. It didn't work this way, so can it work the opposite way? That is also interested to see. Can it provide me 25 handle? You remember this 50% range fair value gap low is actually that 25 handle. So can it provide me 25 handle in a opposite way, because it didn't work this way. So it should work in a opposite way, at least 25 handle. Actually, let me put it over there. That would be the best case of scenario. 20 handle is the stop loss here, and here is the 25 handle. Exactly 25. Perfect. Okay. So it didn't work this way, but it has provided me this way 25 handle. Either way, it is going to give me that 25 handle by anyhow. Perfect way. And actually, in this type of situation, take the partial, hold the trade maybe until some specific area. This is that 50% range fair value gap, which I told that until it is not broken. It is not broken. This is not obvious. So all I need to see, this candle will close below this 50% range fair value gap. That is all I would love to see. If it close below this 50% range fair value gap, I'll start to look for sell opportunity for this sell side liquidity. If it doesn't do that, instead it close here somewhere, I will keep looking for buy. Still, I'll keep looking for buy for this buy side liquidity, because this 50% range fair value gap is not broken yet. The first presented fair value gap didn't provide us the sell opportunity. It has provided us the buy opportunity. And 25 handle has been provided, but first I got started, so I took two entry over here. First one provide me 20 handle loss, second one provide me 25 handle profit. Still I'm in a 5 handle profit. Perfect. At the same time, this is that first fair value gap which is not traded. Market didn't work with the upper portion of this fair value gap. Market closed above this bearish fair value gap 50%. If it could tap to this high of that specific fair value gap, that could be another entry opportunity. Stop loss should be below the constant crossment of that gap. Target should be the next obvious area, whatever it is. That should be the next area. But here it didn't provide me that entry opportunity. Do you guys remember this entry? Anybody has remembered this entry? When I talked about the breakaway gap or the upper portion work and this next fair value gap to take the entry. Anybody remember this entry? Let me know, please. Where did this candle close? Inside this 50% range fair gap. Should I look for sell? No, sir. What should I look for? Buy. This buy sell liquidity, because it didn't close. I expected that it will close here somewhere. If it could close here somewhere, then I would have an opportunity to look for sell for this sell side liquidity. When it didn't close here somewhere, I should look for buy only, because this 50% range fair gap still it is not broken. I was expecting, market didn't provide me. So what I should go for, whatever market is giving me, what it is giving me, that buy side direction. So I should look for that buy. Can I frame a setup over there? Do you really think is that possible over here to frame a setup around this area? I don't think so. Hi brother, hi all. Hey Ravi, how are you brother? Liquidity taken fair value gap. Yes, I remember. That's what you were talking about. Thank you so much, Ravi. I guess most of the people don't remember because nobody give me the reply. It's okay. It's okay. the hell are you asking to send the barcode? How did you get my WhatsApp number? Sir, give the give your full attention over here to this range travel gap, 50% range travel gap. This is a very simple travel gap which is going to provide you a lot of information about trading, about your direction. Just pay your full attention over here. Use this gap for your direction. Learn how to use that, please. I know somebody is just thinking that, oh, I want to write. I have a lot of questions. Okay, okay. If you have the question, please let me know. Now you can chat if you have any question. Just reload. I mean, close the chat and then reopen the chat. You'll be able to write down. Question, question, question. Yes, money. Tell me your doubt, brother. Belated boom. What is that 50% range travel cup? You have to watch at the beginning of this stream, please. It takes near about 10 minutes to explain this gap, brother. Near about 10 minutes. I explained this gap at least. So you have to watch the first part of this game, today's game. Anybody can tell me what I'm expecting this gap will be? Anybody can tell me that what this gap is going to be? What I'm expecting this gap is going to play the role, the way it is going to play the role. No, sir. No inversion fair value gap. Yes, sir. Muhammad Omar. Yes, Lionel. Ni- what is that? Nizlan. It's a new name actually. Reclaimed. Yeah, Ronish. Yeah, Ronish. Yeah, Aditya. No, Parag. Chiki Piki. Where are you, man? No, it's not the inversion. No, not trap fair gap. Trap fair gap is actually the opposite fair gap. See this candle? It has closed below this gap. this candle. So here I would love to use this gap for my sell. Here stop loss is going to cover the order block. So here that is should be covered over there. Now as I can see that it's near about 33 handle, so I'll actually put it over here to take that risk. 20 handle, just cover the consecutive order block over there. Target until this first presented fair value gap, because no sell is valid when market is above this first presented fair value gap. So I'll take that risk over here, uh, around there, because I'm not able to cover that order block full 100%. I'm not able to cover that full order block. So I'll take that risk. Instead of putting it over here, I'll do it over there. But actually my stop loss should be there around this area. So I'll actually cover that 20 handle around this area. See if it can provide me that first presented travel cap run. It's macro time. Oh really? By the way, thank you so much guys. When I have seen that you have actually replied me, reclaimed. Please don't push the button. Tomorrow is news, so today I am not interested to trade at all. So please don't push the button. And let me actually mark the order block here. And this area is the order block. If it stop me out, I will try to take re-entry, because I'm not able to cover this whole order block, which is 33 handle. I don't want to take that risk, so I will take this 20 handle risk. See if it can provide me another opportunity. What I'm saying you my stop loss where will be and where it should be. Remember that should be there. I'm putting it here 20 handle. Why is that? Because I can't cover this whole order block as it is 33 handle. That means if I'm wrong, I will get that 33 handle loss, which I'm not interested to take. So I will take my risk over here. I'll try to take re-entry if it doesn't take that high. So it will close below this reclaimed travel cap. I'll take re-entry, or I will bring this order block below this reclaimed travel cap. Remember how I brought that order block below this reclaimed travel cap last day when I was able to take the same entry because of the long stop loss. What did I say? When it will make another bearish travel cap over here below this reclaimed travel cap, then I will look for the candle highest up close body close candle which is going to trade that fair value gap. That is going to be my order block. I will bring this order block from there to there. Remember? So what did I say? You have to cover this order block. This whole block is the order block. This whole area is the order block. As I'm not able to do that, take that entries. If I would love to take this entry, I'll cover just 20 handle. I don't know where the 20 handle will be. Wherever it will be, I'll put my stop loss over there. If I get a stop out over here, I'll try to take re-entry over there. See this candle, another candle. I'll try to take re-entry over there. Or if I would love to cover, I don't want to cover this one, so I don't want to take that risk. So what I will do, I will wait for another fair value gap which is going to create below this reclaimed fair value gap, another bearish fair value gap. The highest up close body close candle which is going to trade this bearish fair value gap, that is going to be my order block. This order block is actually the exchange of this consecutive order block. So this consecutive order block will be exchanged with this order block. Now, what is wrong to put the stop loss over here? What is wrong with that? The wrong is here 33 handle. That is wrong. I'm not interested to take that risk. Though I know that it is going to work as a reclaimed fair value gap, but it is not 100% sure, right? There is nothing called 100% in trading. If I'm wrong, I will take that 33 handle loss, which I'm not interested at all to take. So I won't take that entry or that huge loss. Instead of, I will take a small loss over there if I want to take that entry, or I will wait for that reclaimed fair value gap. Brother, there is nothing wrong. Just go to your macro and take that entry. What did I explain? If I'm expecting this way run, I'm not expecting opposite way 20 handle run. uh, More than 20 handle run is not, absolutely it's not good, it's absolutely bullshit. So I'm not interested to take that risk. More than 20 handle run, I'm not interested to take, catch that run, even from my macro contract. Okay, don't you think price took Friday Asia low? Sir, I don't look at the chart depending the session liquidity. So I don't know where is the Friday Asia. I'm looking for long, but the new week opening gap has got me spooked. Look at this 50% range parallel gap. What it is telling me, when I will push my button, when everything is going to work, first come from the beginning. And I can understand that when I have explained all of these things, there was a little people over here. So it can happen. So I will ask you the question. Whoever was with me at the beginning of this stream, they will reply me. Please reply me. If market doesn't close below this gap, what should I look for? Sir, I have just asked a question. If market doesn't close below this gap, what should I look for? What should be my bias? If market doesn't close below this gap, below this 50% range gap, what should be my bias? What should I look for? Buy side or sell side? Why it is too complicated? I have this buy side liquidity, I have this sell side liquidity. Man, you are now getting my nerve. This is that 50%. Around the 50%, I have this bullish fair value gap. If this bullish fair value gap is not broken, that means no body closed below this gap. What should I look for? This buy side liquidity or this sell side liquidity? What should I look for? Okay. Rakesh Kumar joined just now, but okay, you are late. Okay. Mike Love, bye. Thank you, brother. Margdashar long. Absolutely. Margdashar, sir, this is a person. Bye. Absolutely, sir. Bullish. Absolutely. 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 Thank you, sir. Thank you, Parag. Buy side liquidity. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah. So until it is not broken. So from my hard time frame, from my everything, what should I look for? Buy. No sell is valid. Is that clear to everyone? Is there any confusion? Anybody has any confusion that what should be my bias? Right now, what should I look for? Anybody has any confusion? I don't think so. Now, if my bias is bullish, I have this reclaimed fair value gap. Should I push the sell over there? Because this 1 minute chart has provided me this reclaimed fair value gap. When I explained this reclaimed fair value gap, what did I say? If and only if you are looking for sell, your bias is sell, you should expect that this reclaimed fair value gap is going to work. If market is not, your bias is not bearish, whatever it is providing you, the 22 YT model, sell YT model, breaker block sell, blah blah blah, sell, are you should you look for that sell, or should you just look for buy? Is it really hard to understand, guys? Am I going to push my button over there because it has provided me this reclaimed travel gap? Am I going to give a shit to all of these things I have explained over there? Should I do that? Ask. I have asked a question, so please tell me when I should go for that sell. First, I have to decide where market is reaching for. How do I know where market is reaching for? What is my bias? That is the most important part of trading. Where market is going, how it is going, sorry, where it is going, when it is going, and why it is going. It is going here. Where it is going? It is going here. Why? Because I have the buy side liquidity. When? After, inside the session, 9:30 to 11:30. In this time frame, it is going for that. How? By using this 50% range parallel gap as a support. If how is broken, that means this 50% risk parallel gap is broken. Your three next question is going to be changed. Where market is going? Here. Why it is going? Sell side liquidity. How? When it is going inside that session. How? If the how is broken, the rest is going to be broken as well. Yes, sir. Nicolo Bruno. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Michael McDermott. So I think that it is not difficult. Now, should I look for a buy over here? If you find a buying opportunity here, yes, sir, you should look for that buy. Do you think there is any buying opportunity? I don't think so. I don't. I didn't give any kind of entry opportunity over there yet. Nothing. So I'm not interested to take the buy. Mm. Your reclaimed fair value gap didn't work. This reclaimed fair value gap didn't work. Sorry, sir. If you still didn't understand the power of the bias, nothing is going to help you. So first you have to find your bias. If you find your bias, then every single setup from 1 minute chart is going to help you. Everything is going to help you. Until you don't find your bias or your direction, nothing is going to help you. Okay, make sure that you have understood. What is the current contract for NQZ2024, which is December contract? Yeah, Ravi, thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. Guys, can you please push the like button if you want? I can see that 200 people are watching and I didn't even get 100 likes. This is little unfair. I'm giving you something valuable information just for free and you have to just push the like button. That's all you have to do. My funded futures has changed their policy. So if anyone would love to use that code T2 Wizard for 5% off, that means $76 for 50K account. You have to use the plain bank account. Okay, so bank account transfer, no credit card or debit card. It should be the bank account transfer now. Otherwise, you won't get the the 5% basic that offer $76 offer where you don't need to pay any other fees. They has they have changed this for everyone. So don't think that it is just for me. It is for everyone. So every code, if you ever would love to use any kind of code, you have to use the bank account instead of the credit or debit card. Can we use the 950 candle as a trap fabric of 950 candle 950 this one, this one. Actually, trap travel gap is something different. Okay, let me explain the trap travel gap, how you should mark the trap travel. See this gap, this travel gap here. You can use this gap as your trap travel gap. See this travel gap. You can use this gap as your trap travel gap. How? See, this market was falling, 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 falling. Suddenly, it has provided you a bullish parallel gap. After the big fall, it has provided you a bullish parallel gap. What did you see? Tap to this parallel gap, failed to take that high, went lower, tap to this parallel gap, failed to take that low, then closed above this parallel gap again, tap, boom. Or if you think your bias is bearish, then it will close again below this parallel gap, tap to this parallel gap, boom. It will go for that sell side liquidity. So trough parallel gap is something which is going to be the against. I mean, market is bearish. You will look for the bull parallel gap as your trough parallel gap. Reclaimed parallel gap is market is bearish. You will look for the last parallel gap here. This is the last parallel gap, which should work as a reclaimed parallel gap if your bias is bearish. So first the direction, then the price action. Price without price action, sorry, direction, no price action is going to help you. Is that clear? Shub. It is a very simple language though. As I can see that opening day range gap is supporting bearish price action and 15-minute parabolic is supporting police price action. Market is in sandwich mode. Yes, there is no clear direction yet. So the yeah, you can say that. Why it is not clear? Actually, I should not stop over here because now I will have lot of question as I have made it public. So I have to come over here to my chart. This is the chart, sir. Here I have this new week opening gap, new day opening gap, new week opening gap, new week opening gap. Can you see all of this gap? This all gap has the power to stop the price. When market fall around this area, look at this random reaction from this new week opening gap low. Tap to the exact low, went higher, exactly came here, struggling to break this new week opening gap. If it can break this one, then maybe it will struggle with this new week opening gap to break, to take this as a buy side liquidity. Do you understand why it is struggling? I had this sell side liquidity here. See this low and that low related equals it has taken over here by the way, but failed to take this sell side liquidity either way. Do you understand why market is struggling? Look over here. Look at this. Market is struggling. I was in that gap, sorry, in that chart because I told that when market is inside this area, there is no entry opportunity. Just nothing. We have nothing to do when market is inside this range. Just nothing to do except waiting. Rich person. Gupta, you can do better from him. He is noob. Okay, this is the guy actually who told last time that pro trader path that T2 can't do anything over here. So I just told him in my friend's chat, uh, your your wizard has already taken the entry, has already outlined a lot of trade already in his life. So go and check. This is that guy. Please, if Outlander is over here, don't time out him. It's my request. Today is free for everyone. Okay, this is free for everyone. Whatever, whoever, whatever they want to tell, they can tell. Because these guys are ultimate loser. They don't know when to trade and when not to trade. So please don't time out anyone. And no protest, please. No protest. Nobody, please protest. Nobody. Yes, yes, that is what I'm trying to say. Yes, sir. It is sandwiching. This is why we should not trade over here. Except those guys, risk push them. Okay, they are able to trade this area. Yes, wizard is not able to trade here because this is not the place where we should trade. But they don't know where to trade and where not to trade. They are just interested to push the button. Hey, slow is fast. How are you, brother? I'm here now, ready to learn from you. I'm a noob. Okay, don't push the button today. Slow is fast. I'm directly telling you, Gupta, and I can see some other name. I'm just directly telling you guys, don't push your button. Not today, not tomorrow, not day after tomorrow. No pushing button. I don't care how beautiful the setup is. Don't push the button. Not even in the paper trade. Not even in the paper trade. Sir, I don't use the premium and discount. So I don't know actually how to use the premium and discount. No, I didn't take this last sell. I was just explaining how to frame the reclaimed parallel. I didn't take that entry. Here is no entry for today. No entry, simply no entry. And my bias is bullish, so I'm not even interested to push the sell. Until the 50% range parallel gap is not broken, I'm not even interested to push any kind of selling button. Either way, I'm not interested to trade until market is inside this range. One, two, three, four. I have four gap over here. So I don't know which one when it is actually going to respect. Let me mark the. Oh, if you are asking about the first presented parallel gap, that is our observation actually. Either way, it is going to provide us 25 handle. I will talk about this first presented parallel gap after the election, because still now I'm just observing that gap to see if it can work after the election or not. This is the C. Look at the reaction of that C over here, of that new week opening gap. This is the this week new week opening gap. And let me keep that 50% range parallel gap as well to see if I can change the direction. Let me change the color. Perfect. Until this gap is not broken, I'm not interested to look for sell. Either way, I'm not looking for any buy or sell. As I explained, when and how, which gap is going to respect the price, I don't know. So it is absolutely a gambling. Though I have the direction, though I have the liquidity, but I'm unable to trade this area. As Ketan told around the morning session, you know everything. There is a perfect setup, but you are unable to push the button. This is that. That is that area. Okay. I'm not trading today, brother. I need to learn first. Thank you so much. Rich person is the reason I have learned so much in depth about this market. Just don't protest. Just don't tell him anything. Everyone is cool today. We all are freedom. We are getting freedom today. He will come if no, no hate. Do you have any work in Portugal? No, sir. I don't have any work in Portugal. Why is that? Are you going to provide me a job? Sir, which indicator are you using for new opening up or new week opening up? I'm just marking them by myself. I just go over there and I mark it by myself. I just mark a line, something like this. Then I see this new opening gap. Here it has changed, something like that. I mark them. So every week I actually mark them and I keep in my mind how long I'm going to have this gap. When it is more than 5 weeks, I remove them. When the new opening gap is more than 5 trading days, I remove them. Do your own job. Don't depend on the indicator. Just kidding, brother. I mean, yeah, obviously. No, Nicola, I don't have any job yet. I was kidding, brother. Maybe I will start trading again. I don't know. If it is for survive, then I will start trading again. That's why I told that I don't know when I'll be back again in live stream. If I have to trade, then I will stop doing the live stream. If I have to trade for survive, only for survive, because I really don't want to restart trading again. But if I have to trade, then I will stop doing this live streaming. Just worried about it, Tito. Thanks for that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the London session entry explanation, bro. No problem. History trades. You are the guy who has started to study all the videos. Thank you, brother, for studying them. Yeah, first study, first learn, then earn. I'm also here to learn. I have watched some live session of yours. I have learned about new opening app, new week opening app, but could you please explain again what is best way to use that? At the beginning of today's stream, I have explained everything, Sushant Kumar. So I started streaming today little before. I thought that it's 9, but it was 8. I had nothing to do. I explained a lot of things over here. So please watch the first part. This is a buying opportunity. Now please don't push the button, okay? Please don't push the button. It's my request. This is a buying opportunity. From the top of this candle. Please don't push the button. No pushing button is valid for today. What is my bias? My bias is bullish. Market is above the new week opening gap constant crossment, and the entry opportunity is very near to that constant crossment. Yeah, it can reverse from this new week opening gap high. It is also possible. Just need to cover the new week opening gap low, maybe little low. Okay, here until this area, and until this buy side liquidity that should be partial. Then until this area, but that should be partial over there. Please don't push the button. Study it. Why they don't want me to, I mean, why they are not going to allow me in Portugal? They are going to allow me, brother. Okay, actually, the same thing happened. Didn't provide me the entry. I mean, it didn't tap to the top of this candle. Just a bad luck. Market didn't provide me. Just I'll say market didn't provide me that entry opportunity. But that was the perfect opportunity to go for the buy until this line. Ding, 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 ding. If they don't allow Chitu to enter in Portugal, I'm going to blame you, Ketan, if they don't allow me to enter into the Portugal. Top step short looking losing committee. What did you say? Top step short and losing committee. Why they're short? They should not look for sell. They should look for buy. Buying is the opportunity over here, according to Wizard. It is what it is. Let's see. Okay. Now it tapped to that high. Perfect. Should go higher. Should go higher. Bhag milka bhag. Bhag milka bhag. Remember that should be the partial here. I'll keep it until this area, then I'll move it here, okay? Because I didn't push the button. No pushing button is valid. If you ask me to explain this, I'm not going to explain it. Just learn, watch. When with this thing I just outlined because of that guy, rich and poor same or whatever it was. He just told that like, he's noob. So I want to show him that noob is something different, brother. You have no idea what is called noob. Noob is a word which is not allowed. I mean, which is not available for the wizard. I'm the wizard of this market. I thought that I'm unlucky. That market is not going to provide me the entry opportunity, but it has provided. So here the partial has taken, okay, 23 handle partial has taken. After taking that, see, I mean later when I'll move it, don't say that it didn't provide me the partial. It has already provided me that 23 handle partial over here, okay. After taking that partial, this is my target. After taking that partial, then this is my target. My stop loss is now at the break even. Even if I get stopped out to the break even, still I'm in profit. Remember that until this new week opening gap low, which is near about 46 handle. I just outlined this because of that guy, rich and poor same. Because those guys are actually ultimate loser. But it's okay. Today is everyone's boom boom boom. Good morning, Jamie. Minus 50k down for them. Okay. Man, they should learn from the wizard. Bro, I'm imagine that you will hit your head on wall as you will not get time to watch chart for a few days. Don't remind me that this. By the way, guys, remember this gap, a simple gap, a simple gap. That gap has determined where market is going. Here, my boom has come 46 handle from that specific line, exactly from that line to this line, 46 handle. Please don't push the button. I'm just showing you something. Watch it and then comment that you are a noob. No, sir, I'm not. I'm not a noob. I know exactly what I'm doing. Exactly what I'm doing. Don't prove him wrong, bro. I don't want many people to know about your channel. It's like hidden gems for a limited amount of time. Okay, sir. I'm going to remove this. I'm not going to explain this one. I'm sorry. It's okay. Oh man, why it started to react from the area you closed your trade? Why it started to reacted from that area? No, something. Okay. Sure, this and lost a lot. Okay. Thank you, CCS, for that information. They should, even if they want to take a short, they should wait a little, I guess. Right now, shorting is absolutely not a cool idea. I don't know why they're looking for short. Maybe they have another. Uh, I don't know. Thank you, Sergey, for writing boom, brother. Thank you so much. Hey, Gupta, thanks for that, man. Thank you so much. Jonathan, thank you for that boom. Jamie, thank you so much, brother, for that boom. Thank you so much, brother. Jack T, love you, man. Thanks for that boom. Network, new time for Indian time. What was that, brother? New network time for Indian. Okay, I think. What is that? I don't know. Anybody, if anyone understand his question, please give him the reply. So let's first thank you so much, brother, for both Boom and Penguin. Thank you so much, brother. You showed the wisdom. Alfred ICT. Okay. What's the date of that new opening gap when price is right now? So far, I remember Alfred ICT was one of my hitter. If I'm not wrong, I don't remember, brother, but it is still valid. If it is not 5 weeks older, then it is valid. I miss the boom. We all miss the boom. Nobody pushed the button, Minato. Today, no pushing button is valid. I just outlined that because of one guy. Just call me noob. So I showed him a entry opportunity and a boom over there. New York time in Indian Standard Time. I don't know, brother. I'm not from India, so I don't know. Thank you, Sizo, for that boom, penguin boom, penguin boom. New York opening, right, boom. Oh, okay. That is maybe from so long. Let me show you. It is from 6th of October. It is from 6th October, brother. See, price reacting where exactly I took my profit. Exactly from their price started to react. Perfect. Came where? Something you have to learn. When are we hosting that fire parallel talk on Discord on temporary pause? Tomorrow, Ketan, tomorrow. Tomorrow is last day. I'm going to do the live. Then yeah. So morning session will be the live, PM session will be the Discord live, little chit chat, and then small pause. Why didn't you use the small fair cap at 9:31 as the first fair cap? Okay, I actually mark 5 handle gap for my first presented fair cap, brother. I need 5 handle at least. Oh, okay. I got your question now. What was his name? UNESCO Learning. Brother, if you go here on the right bottom, where is your time? Click there and see this New York minus UTC minus 5. Just just mark this one. Click this one. Make the tick over there. Then you will always get the New York time over here. Even if it has changed the daylight or the daylight saving times or everything, you will still be aligned with. You don't never come back over here. You don't need to come back over here again. Just New York UTC minus 5. Just mark that one, okay? How many Newton new opening gap we have to mark on chart? Hold on. It's a big question. Uh, Whatever you will get, you have to mark all of them. You have to mark all of them. Right now, I have no way to move or remove any of them from my chart. Yeah, 6th of November, I'll be able to remove this one. 6th of November, I'll be able to, no, not 6th of November, I guess 12th of November, if I'm not wrong. I mean, when it will be 5 weeks already. So 4 weeks is gonna be 6th of November, and then one more week. I'll keep this new opening cap and I'll remove it. This new day opening cap, I'll remove it after 5 trading days, like for the other things as well. Until it is not valid, I mean invalid, I can't remove them from my chart. Can you see the reaction here and here? Look at the reaction, these two areas. So it is important. Help him, guys. Help him. Learning, UNESCO learning. Help him, guys. I'll be here 29 more minutes, then I'll be done. What is my bias? Can anyone tell me what was my bias from the morning session? What was my bias? I'm I'm giving you the tips here. I have this sell side liquidity. I have this buy side liquidity. I have this range 50% fair value gap. Rename RANG 50% FBC. I have this range 50% FBC. Now anybody can tell me what was my bias and what is my bias and how long is that is my bias. Bullish. Okay, no bias initially, now bullish. Okay. Now I was bullish actually from the beginning. I told that I will be bearish if and only if market can close below this range parallel 50%. So when this candle appeared over here, I told that I wish that it is not going to take this sell side liquidity. Instead, it is going to close here around this area below this range 50% parallel gap. Then I'll be able to take the sell. But until nobody closed below this range parallel gap, I was only bullish. So from the morning session, I was bullish, and if there is a candle close below this range parallel gap, I told I will be bearish then. Until then, I'll be bullish only, and this is that buy side liquidity. So I was bullish, sir. Close our pin range fully bullish. Yes, I'm glad to see how you read the bias, brother. Thank you so much. I am and I'm sharing this with all of. I'm sharing. how am I'm actually looking for bias and how I get my bias. Where everything is too easy to mark. Okay, just pay attention. Until the buy side of sell side liquidity is taken. This gap is valid. Thank you, Gupta, for asking this question. I should have give the reply actually before asking the question, but how did I miss it? This gap is valid until any of this is taken. That means if market take this buy side liquidity, this gap is not valid anymore. So it is not going to determine my bias. For example, it take that buy side liquidity and made the relative equal highs over there. I have to mark, I have to change the range again. Range 50% fair value gap again I have to change it. But if even after marking this high, for example, okay, this candle has make the relative equal highs. Then if I just mark the 50% range from there to there, and if I find that this is still the gap, still this is the gap which is very near to this 50%, around this 50% or very near to this 50%, this gap will be valid. Still then it will be valid. But when any of this liquidity will be taken, you have to mark the range 50% fair value gap again. Okay, this gap is called 50% fair value gap, range 50% fair value gap. So you have to mark the range. If there is no buy side liquidity, you don't have the range. You have to look for another buy side liquidity. That buy side liquidity can be here, this one. You have to mark that buy side liquidity. For example, this buy side liquidity has taken. So right now you have this buy side liquidity. So what you will do, you'll mark a line here and there, and market is maybe around this area. Okay, around this area. So where is the last parallel? See this parallel gap? This is the last range parallel gap or the parallel gap which is around that 50%. So until this gap is not broken, you should look for sell. Market is going for that sell side liquidity. If it is broken, market is going for that buy side liquidity. This is going to be my range 50% parallel gap, which is going to determine my direction. Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? Gupta, thank you so much for asking that valuable question. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear? It is clear, brother. Thank you, Slow Spark. Thank you, man. What is your opinion on the uh, optimal levels of the dealing with? I have already talked about this. Optimal trade entry is something bullshit because optimal trade entry is related with premium and a discount zone. So where 99% people doesn't know how to mark the premium and discount. They don't know. So that is bullshit. Again, my friend Portadapath is also actually providing that information about the optimal trade entry or optimal trade zone. It's not a hate. I'm just telling my opinion. In my opinion, optimal trade entry is bullshit. Nobody can provide you the continuous winning depending on that concept. Continuous win. No, it's not never. It's not possible. It's like 50-50. Yes, sir. It works in gold as well. Everywhere it will work. It is a universal concept which is going to work in every market. I know that some of you are really a fan of optimal trade entry. If you are getting your consistent winning through that optimal trade zone, keep doing that. Don't give a shit whatever I told. That is my observation. That is my expectation. That is my, experience. So I'm just giving you my experience. In my experience, optimal trade entry is something bullshit. It has no value. It has no reason. Just nothing. I only use fib for the see this low, high, lower, low, low, high, lower. So here, there, there. I'll go from week to week because market has already provided too much run. standard deviation. See this standard deviation? In my opinion, the strongest standard deviation is -1. If I use week to week, -1. If I use body to body, -1.5. Again, week to week, -1. Body to body, -1.5 is the strongest one. Same thing when week to week, -1 is the strongest one. Look at the reaction from this -1 standard deviation. I only use fib for my standard deviation or to mark the 50%. Just to mark the 50%. This is the only two reason I use my fib. Otherwise, no, I don't use them. Optimal trade zone is just bullshit. Asif bro, are you listening? This guy is reaching you here. No, no, I'm not actually saying that. I'm not saying about him. I'm just saying about that concept. Optimal trade entry concept. It is not his concept, pro trader, but his concept. This is the concept from my mentor. Every mentor's mentor, which is ICT, this is the concept, his concept. I'm saying that my mentor's this concept, this optimal trade zone concept is bullshit, according to me. Cherry Palam, Cherry Palam, what is that? Cherry Palam, ICT confused card. Yeah, bro. Okay, little difficult to understand. As you can see that we have a long week on 50 minutes. If market close below 50 minutes, probably the point. Yes, sir, you are correct. We go for Wall Street boys. Very soon, brother, very soon. The price took the Friday low, so we are expecting it take the Friday high because Monday is accumulation. So you are saying me about the manipulation, brother. Jamie, whatever you told us, it is called the manipulation. Accumulation means market is not going to take Friday low, it is not going to take Friday high. That is called accumulation. Even if it takes one side, that means Friday low or high, it is not going to take the another high or speak in micro please. Can't you hear me? You should hear me. I'll close my stream for 11 a.m. today, okay? Because to be honest, here we have nothing to do for today. It's not a place to trade. It's not a place to spend your time today. Tomorrow is US election, so it's for fun. You will come in front of your chart just for fun. And when you will say me move, I'll just outline a trade. I'll show you that you are in a great danger. So stop doing whatever you are doing. Come and join Wizard, learn this market, earn some money. I have also backtested optimal trade entry doesn't work very consistently. I thought it works only in a specific scenario where it works. That's why I asked. I think it works in a specific scenario, but I have to study more. But at the beginning when I get depressed by that, I stopped figure it out how it is going to work. Um, yeah, you know, when you are actually give up on something that is not going to work for you. Same thing happened with me. This optimal trade entry, I give up. So I really don't know. I like dealing runs, premium and discount. I give up them because they're too complicated. Silver bullet, so complicated, so complicated. Silver bullet is something. I mean, I should not talk about her, but she talk about silver bullet a lot. Silver bullet is something where you need higher level of education of ICT concepts. Higher level. That means you will have an idea what you are doing. Everything in align with each other. They should be very, you know, in a proper way. They should be managed in a proper way. Everything like fair value gap, order block, breaker block, everything, they should be managed in a proper way. Otherwise, you can't use the silver bullet trading system or something like that. Just my opinion again. Now much better. Why didn't you say me that before, Jack? That you can't hear me. Mm-mm. Can anyone tell me what is this gap called? I'm just giving you the idea. You trade this parallel gap, take that low. I just give you an idea. Trade this parallel gap, take that low. Can anyone tell me what is this gap called? As you can see that we have so many new opening and new opening below the current market price before reaching any buy or sell side liquidity. So we have a lot of parallel gap, new opening gap, new day opening gap. That's why I told that it's not an area to trade. No, no, Ronish. Mariana, can we trade the macro? We can't trade anything today. Tomorrow is US election. Already sent. Oh, okay, Zach. I miss your comment. How can I miss your comment? And really, to be honest, I don't know how did I miss your comment. It wasn't there. Absolutely done. It's inversion parabolic gap. Shubhangshu, yeah, absolutely. That is inversion parabolic gap. Inversion. Why is this inversion parabolic gap? I have already told. It has traded this parabolic gap here. Take that low. So it should work as an inversion parabolic gap. That means it should not close below the constant encroachment of that gap now. It should not close below the constant encroachment of that gap. It should work as an inversion parabolic gap. It should take that high. At least that high should be taken. Okay. Please don't push the button. It's all for learning. We are just learning these concepts. We know that it is not a good area to trade. So what we are going to do, we are just studying this price action. Body should not close below the constant encroachment of that inversion gap. So here below that line, dotted line. Trap parabolic gap, no, it should work as an inversion parabolic gap. It should work. It is not going to work, it's okay, but it should work as an inversion parabolic gap. This could be the trap parabolic gap if and only if this low fail to take that low. Then this could work as an trap parabolic gap. So if I should use this gap to my entry, that should be my entry to the top of this gap. Stop loss is going to cover this low. Target is going to be this relative equal highs. I will expect that market is not going to close below this constant encroachment. That should be my expect. Even if it close one time, that should be the fake breakout. I should think like that way. Yes, it should be below that low here, around this area. Now, is it worth this 23? Okay, I'll go for the constant encroachment here to that constant encroachment. That should be the entry opportunity. Now, if I were trading, for example, I would love to take this entry. What I would do, I would put my stop loss below that inversion parabolic gap 9 handle. I got a loss over there. This candle closed. The very next candle opened. I'll take a re-entry over there around this area. Put my stop loss in the same area here. This I would do. Target is same area. This constant encroachment of that new week opening gap here. That area. That would be my entry. But in reality, what should I do? Put my stop loss below that low, which has taken the liquidity here, going to cover, target that constant crossman. Should take that relatively equal highs. That sorry, that swing high that should be taken because this inversion fabric gap has a job. It should be done that job. What is the job? Take the liquidity above that highs. That is the liquidity. I'm telling you both case of scenario. What I would do and what you should do. My expectation should be market is not going to close below this constant crossband. So my stop loss is safe below this inversion fabric gap. Market is overzealous, stop me out over there. No worries, I'll take re-entry over here to that specific candle when it closed, opened over there. That candle closed, this candle open, trade a little low. I'm already in the market. From there to until this area, I took a 9 handle loss for 19 handle profit until this area. What is the most obvious job market has to do? It has to take this high. See this high? That high should be taken. How do you know this is the inversion parabolic gap? What happened? This is a bull run. This is a perfect bull run. Then this candle appeared over there. How you are going to use this gap? Either the trough parabolic gap or the inversion parabolic gap. If it would love to work as a trough parabolic gap, it will fail to take the low. But it trade this parabolic gap, take that low. What does it mean? That means it is now going to work as an inversion parabolic gap. See, the liquidity has taken. But brother, it didn't tap to the constant crossman. Wait, just wait. You're learning from the wizard. I told you that. So believe in wizard. He is providing you the most important knowledge of this market so that you can trade anytime, anywhere in this market with any kind of model. I'm the model creator. Stop loss already in break even. Partial break even. Do you understand? Partial break even target is here to that specific constant crossman. Stop loss to the break even. Why? After taking the partial, you should cover the loss. That means even if you get stopped out, you are already profitable. That high should be taken according to inversion parabolic gap. Yes, sir. It is going tap over there. Why? Actually, market is coming over here around this area buy side liquidity. It is just struggling to break this new opening gap. Just struggling. That's all. Nothing else. Sir, it has. I told you that this is the entry. That specific candle is your entry. Why did it didn't provide you the entry? This is the entry. That specific candle is your entry. See this candle? It tapped to this inversion parabolic gap. That is your entry, sir. I've always believed in you, brother. Chitu, forever grateful for everything. You're most welcome. No need to be. To use level 2 data. What is that, brother? Level 2 data? I don't know what the level 1 data, level 2 data. I don't know, brother. It didn't tap to the concurrent cosmet. You are 100% wrong. Sir, give me little time. Just give me little time. I'm taking the market wherever I want to take. Give me little time. Ale, one doubt, please listen. Why don't we use as parabolic upon that green rejection candle? What did you say? Green rejection candle. Can you tell me which candle did you mean? Hey, slow the first. Thanks for that comment, by the way. Minato, this is your entry. That candle, when it tap to this inversion parabolic, that is your entry. Your stop loss is going to cover that low. Just that low. That is your stop loss cover. I told you what I would do over there. That doesn't mean you should do the same. You should go with the logic because you will have no idea how to take re-entry or that area. I mean, you have the idea. I mean, I should not say like that way, but I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know. It's okay. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. For example, I took the entry, I got stopped out over here. Now I took re-entry over there. In that type of situation, can I put my stop loss to the break even? No, sir, I can't do that. My stop loss should be below here, below this inversion fair value gap, even now, because it didn't reach until the area where I was expecting. Yes, if when it will tap to this area, then if I take the partial, in that type of situation, yeah, I can put my stop loss to the break even. When I talked about this one. If I talked about this entry, that should be my stop loss. Still, that should be my stop loss, and my target, that should be this constant encroachment. At least I will take the partial over here. If I can take the partial, that type of situation, I can target more high or something like that, whatever it is. But until then, my stop loss should be still, sorry, not that one. Yeah, stop loss should be inside this area. So I'm just going to remove this one. Instead, I'll keep this one here around this area, around this area. Stop loss should be there. I can't move it here. For example, I took that loss, so I took re-entry over here. My stop loss should be there, still there. But if I take this entry, now my stop loss should be to the break even, because I have already taken the partial over here, which has provided me how many handle? 20 handle. I took the partial. I have to take the partial above that high, because that is the most obvious job market has to do, which has done. Above this high, this is the most logical level, that constant encroachment, where market should reach for. Okay. If you get stopped out here, for example, you took a loss over here, then you put your stop loss over here. Now if you get stopped out over here one more time, I'm not going to use this setup anymore. I'll just let them go, and I'll be happy with this 16 handle and 9 handle, so 25 handle loss altogether. 25 handle loss. I'm done for this trade, because I know what I have done here. I took the maximum risks over here to take. Even after that high has taken, I wanted to see the most precise price action over there. So I will have no opportunity to do anything over here. But until it tap to this line, I can't put my stop loss to the break even. If I take re-entry, okay, for the first time I got stopped out, for example, got stopped out, so I can't move my stop loss. My stop loss should be there, and I have to let the price hit my stop loss or hit the target. Are you going to think that market is going to go higher? Yes, sir. This is the order block that should hold the price. This no, not that one. This is the order block that should hold the price, and it should send higher again until this area. Can it reverse from there? Absolutely, it can. Look at this 15-minute candle. What is happening over here? You will have an idea what is going to happen over there. At the same time, look at that high and that high. So if you go to your 1 minute chart, this high and that high, what do you see? Strong resistance. Double top, triple top, they are going to hold the price. Market is going to fall. Do you really think that market is going to fall? Watch from the beginning of this stream. I explained how this market actually is operating. 1041 candle, bro. Green rejection candle. 1041 candle. 1041 candle. Yeah, what is the question? One doubt, please listen. Why don't we use as value cap on that green rejection candle? Oh, okay. So you're asking that why we are not taking sell from there. The reason is, what is your bias? Where market is going? See this gap, this 15-minute chart. It is actually telling you which way you should use that gap? Should you use that gap as a sell way or as a buy way? This chart is going to tell you. From that chart, what did you see? That this gap is holding the price. It is actually holding the price and market is actually reaching for this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity, it is actually reaching for that buy side liquidity. So what should your bias? Buy. So you will look for only buy. When it has provided you a selling opportunity, are you going to believe that sell? No. Why? Because your bias is bullish. You are looking for buy. So you are actually reading the price from the very beginning. Your bias is bullish. So what you will wait to see if this parabolic gap can work as an inversion parabolic gap to take the buy. But if it trade this parabolic gap and keep falling, for example, it trade this parabolic gap, keep falling, keep falling, keep falling, something like that. You have nothing to do. You have to let that fall go. That means you are missing that opportunity to take the sell because your higher time frame is telling you just look for buy only. No sell is valid. Can't look for the sell. Is that clear, brother? It should be clear. That entry, that real inversion parabolic entry, I got stripped out to the break even. So I took the partial 20 handle partial. I got stripped out to the break even. My target was this constant cosment. It didn't provide me that profit. Remember? That profit didn't provide me. So I got stripped out to the break even by that specific candle. I got stripped out to the break even. And now I'm showing you this one, which I actually would do. If I were trading this trade, how did I manage this trade? I got stripped out here with 9 handle loss. I took re-entry over there. My stop loss is still here. I'm believing that market is actually reaching for that high, this new opening gap high. So what I will do, I'll take a partial here, the constant and cosmet. If it provide me that partial, I will put my stop loss to the break even and then I'll hold my trade. Maybe for the extreme liquidity, I don't know where I will actually hold it, but at least I'll take the partial over here, which is going to provide me 19 handle or maybe little above, like 20 handle. I'll just make it 20 handle, something like that, 20 handle. Okay, I'll provide the market let go until that 20 handle, and then I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Until then, I'm not afraid over here because I'm seeing this order block. I know that it has the power to stop the price, send it higher again. Yes, it can fall little bit because it is the macro time, 950, sorry, 1050 to 1110 macro. So it is expected that for the macro entry, maybe it is falling to take some liquidity before going higher again. So I'm cool with that. This time when market will make another parabolic gap, if it can make another parabolic gap, then I'll move my stop loss below that low, which is going to be the last low, which is actually trading this inversion parabolic gap. That is going to be the last low. Right now, this is that last low. So if it can make any kind of bullish parabolic gap over there, I'm going to put my stop loss over there because that bullish parabolic gap should work as a, can anyone tell me that the bullish parabolic gap market will create after trading this order block? What is it going to be? Anybody can tell me that, please, sir. Again, no entry is valid. Please don't push the button. I'm just explaining the price action. And you are learning. I love you, Aditya. I love you, man. I found a good student. Yes, in another way, that should be the breakaway gap. But I will write it down unfilled parabolic gap. I want to say unfilled. So something must be unfilled. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. I love you all. Breakaway gap. Absolutely, brother. I mean, it should work as a breakaway gap, but I will say I want to see it is unfilled. Okay. And at the same time, if it tap to this constant cosment, my stop loss will be to the break even. Okay. Here, tap to this constant cosment. Now my stop loss should be to the break even. And the fair value gap will create if it can make a fair value gap over here. If it can make a fair value gap over here, that I will see as an unfilled fair value gap. If it can make, I don't know it will make any fair value gap or not because it has traded the most important area already. It has traded. So actually, I'm doing it. If it tap to this opening, I'll get stopped out because my stop loss is already at the break even. I took my partial to that consonant crossman. My partial has been taken, and I'll put my stop loss over here. Here I took a 9 handle loss. I got that 19 handle profit. So still, am I profitable? Yes, sir. 10 handle profit. Ah, man. Now I got stopped out to the break even. Here, that specific candle stopped me out to the break even. See, I mean, if I bring my mouse over there, it shows. Okay, there. Look, I got stopped out to the break even. I just explained the whole price action over here, why it should reach over there. Above this high, this is the most logical level where market should reach. So I'm good to think that it is falling to trade the order block before expanding and traded that consonant crossman. What can I do for you guys? I told you both way. How should you frame this trade and how I would frame this trade. Both way I have explained. But exactly what should you do, brother? Exactly what should I do? Took the partial. My stop loss is below that low. See this low? So my entry is over here. Let me show that also let me show as well. Here. See this stop loss, okay? Stop loss is going to be below that low. Below that low. Target is here maybe. The top of this new opening gap or maybe to the extreme buy sell liquidity, wherever I would love to target. My stop loss, I mean sorry, target will be there. No sir, I'm not going to do this in live because you will judge me. You will see me that this guy has taken a loss. Until there is an unfilled fair value gap, I can't move my stop loss above because this should work as a propulsion block. It is the lowest down close body close candle which has traded this order block. So it should work as a propulsion block. So I will risk that 9 handle over here yet because I'm expecting that market is reaching for that buy side liquidity. So I will take that small risk over here. If I'm wrong, I'll get stopped out. If I'm right, then I'm going to get that huge profit. That huge profit is going to be taken. But no, I'm not going to do this in live because I'll be judged. Thank you so much. Solo is first for that boom. Jamie, thank you so much, brother. Is Apex still having 40% deal on 30k, 300k? I don't know, brother. Actually, Tamimi can could tell you that. I don't remember and I didn't change it yet. I'm so sorry. Just give a message to our Discord. You'll get the reply. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I guess that you learned something from this session. Actually, if you don't learn anything from this session, you will be never able to learn anything from this area. I mean, from this channel. I know that. So yeah, I think that I can close now. And yeah, I will come tomorrow as well, inshallah. If no load shedding, then I'll come tomorrow as well. And then after tomorrow, I don't know when I'll be back again because it all will depend on my situation over in Portugal. If I find a good job, yes sir, I don't have any plan to trade anymore in my life again. But yes, if I had to trade, I mean for survive, okay, just for survive. If I had to trade, then I won't be able to continue this live streaming because my trading is something I don't want to, diverted by any of you. So I will do my own trading. If I have to survive again, trading is haram, leverage is haram. But if there is kind of situation where you have to leave, then you will be able to trade. So until now, I was in my home country. I was in my, I mean, own home. I didn't need to survive by depending on that trading money. But if I am in Portugal and if I don't find any good job, then I have to depend on the trading and I'll do my own trading. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. But don't leave me. I'll give you the update. I mean, yeah, even if I do my own trading, some days I'll just come for the live, I believe. Or maybe I will actually change my plan. That means in the morning session, I'll try to do the live, and the PM session, I'll do my own trading. But I don't want to do my own trading in live because I'll be judged. I don't want to be judged. Just think that this guy know what he is doing. I know what I'm doing, and I know exactly what I'm doing. Just can you explain one more time? What, Jamie? What, Jamie? I missed your question. Okay, can you tell me what do you want to explain? What do you want me to explain? Thanks to enjoy your day. Thank you so much, Mike Love. The inversion parabolic cap. Oh, okay. The inversion parabolic cap. Okay. I'm not just going to explain this entry. Please don't force me to explain this entry. Why I talked about this entry. It's something I will explain later, not now. From my 15-minute chart, my bias is bullish. I know that market is going for that buy side liquidity over here. So my bias is bullish. I don't care about any kind of selling setup. No sell is valid for me. Market came here, then it went higher, higher, higher. This is that high, new week opening gap high. This is the bullish run. Then this is a bearish parallel gap. What the most of the people are saying? Market has taken the buy side liquidity, market structure shift, parallel gap. Take the sell over there. They took the sell. Market went lower, take that swing low. See, this swing low has been taken. When there is a bearish parallel gap, which is after market structure shift, this is that bearish parallel gap. Okay, here. Price tap to this bearish parallel gap, they took the sell because they don't know what is their bias. They don't know how to look for the setup. But I'm showing you how to look for the setup. What should be your direction? When you know your direction is bullish, you don't give a shit. Even if it keep falling and if your bias is wrong, whatever it is, you don't care. You are not going to push your sell button over there. Tap to this parallel gap, went lower, take that low. See, this swing low has been taken. If you would love to mark an inversion parallel gap, always remember, tap to this parallel gap, it has to take some liquidity. It has taken that liquidity. Then it has closed above this parallel gap. See this candle which has closed above this parallel gap. Now it should work as an inversion parallel gap. You have to cover the low which has taken the liquidity. Entry is there, cover the liquidity has taken. You will expect nobody is going to close below this concurrent crossman. See this concurrent crossman, nobody should close below this concurrent crossman. Sometimes shit happens. This is the fake breakout which has come back again to trade this new opening gap high, trade that new opening gap high. Then it has taken this high, which is the recent high just before that inversion parallel gap over there. You will take your entry here, partial, put the stop loss to the break even. Then you will wait for this run and you will expect that no, market is not going to come back again and stop you out. Where you can see around this area you got stopped out. This is unfortunate. If this two candle is not appeared over there, just think like that way. It didn't appear over there. You are going to catch the whole move until that buy side liquidity. Sometimes shit happens, and now the price action is the worst price action ever. This is the worst price action ever because tomorrow is election. Then market is going higher and it is going to provide you whatever you are expecting. This buy side liquidities you are expecting. This inversion parabolic gap is going to stop the price. This is a very strong inversion parabolic gap. It is just reacting every level, low, constant encroachment, high, because it is a very strong zone which it has to break to go for that buy side liquidity. So it is just giving some reaction, but fortunately, sorry, at the end of the time, market will go for that buy side liquidity. Is that clear, brother? Is that clear, Jamie? Now, maybe market is not going to take that buy side liquidity. Am I wrong? Even if it doesn't take that buy side liquidity. For example, it failed to take that buy side liquidity. Am I wrong? I still don't understand how you choose the first fair value gap. Why? Okay. Do you understand that my bias is why my bias is bullish? Red cherry plum. Did you understand that? Why my bias is bullish? Talk to me. Please, sir. I want to close my stream. So please talk to me. Don't make me wait. Yes, okay. So you know that my bias is bullish. So what I should? I should only look for buy. No sell is valid for me. My bias is bullish. What did you say? I still don't understand how you choose the. Oh, okay. So you are asking about the first presented fair value gap after 9:30. This is that 9:30 candle. After 9:20 can 29 candle. This is that 9:29 candle. I will start to look for the first gap, which gap will be at least 5 handle, like from 12 to 17, or maybe 8 to 13, 100 to 105. That means 5 handle gap. If you look to that specific leg, this is the first gap, which is at least 5 handle or more than 5 handle. See this gap? This gap is more than 5 handle. This is the low of that gap, 66.75. This is the high of that gap, which is 77, near about 10 handle 1 tick. This is 10 handle 1 tick gap. So this is my first presented fair value gap after 9:30. How I am going to use this gap? I have no idea what is going to happen in this market. Nothing at all. When it will tap to the first time to this gap, I will take a sell over there to this gap. Stop loss is going to cover the high which has made this gap. I will target that 25 handle. Where is 25 handle? For example, here 25 handle. I got stripped out over there, right? This is that candle where I got stripped out. So it is already a loss. Now I will use this gap as an inversion gap. That means it will tap to this gap and I'll look for the same 25 handle. I'll take the buy. When it will close above this gap, first it has to close above that gap. Tap to this gap. My stop loss is going to cover. The candle has made this gap. So this candle, it has made this gap. You can see it's 30 handle. I'm not able to do that. So what I will do, I will keep going higher until it is 20 handle. So here is 20 handle. My target will be the same 25 handle. Here 25 handle, that is going to be my target around this area. So here I got a 19 handle loss. Here I'll get a 5 handle profit. I'll keep doing this every day. 80% of the day it provide me 25 handle. Some days when it doesn't work this way, it is going to work in other way. For example, here this is that first presented fair value gap after 9:30 in Friday. This is that first presented fair value gap. If you see, this is the first time it tapped to this gap. Open at A6 in Sunday, tap to this gap. So I will take a buy over there. My stop loss is going to cover the 20. It should be here actually, and my target is going to be 25 handle. For example, this is the 25 handle, and you see that I got it stood out. No worries, I'll put it over there. It closed below this first presented fair value gap, and the next time it will tap to this gap, I'll take resell over there. I don't know anything about the price action. All I know that it will tap to this gap. I'll cover, I mean, just whatever the stop loss will be, and I'll target the same 25 handle. So where is 25 handle? Just I'll put it over there. Okay, either way you can see 25 handle 3 tick. No, not 3 tick, exactly 25 handle. Exactly 25 handle. It has provided me 25 handle. Most of the days it is going to provide me the first time reaction 25 handle. Some days when it is not going to provide me that 25 handle in this way, it is going to provide me the opposite way 25 handle. Either way I will be profitable because I will have still 5 handle profit. That means one contract is gonna be $100 profit. still I'm in profit. So maybe in that specific day I'm just $100 profit, but the day it is going to provide me that 25 handle, in that day I'm going to get $500 profit. Most of the days it is going to provide me that $500 profit. But the way I marked that, I hope that it is clear to you now how to mark the first presented fair value gap. You can see this first presented fair value gap from Thursday, still market didn't trade this gap, so I still kept it. When it will tap for the first time to the low of this gap, I'll take the sell. My target will be 15 handle, sorry 25 handle, whatever the stop loss will be, and my target will be 25 handle here, and stop loss will be maximum 20. Maximum 20, wherever the stop loss, I don't care, 20 is maximum. If it doesn't this way, when it will close out this one, whenever and how, whenever it will come to this gap, I'll look for that setup. That's all. Is that clear, brother? So yeah, that's why I keep saying that I'm going to make the history where people will be able to trade this market without having any kind of knowledge about the price action. I'm going to make the history. I hope that, brother, it is clear to all of you. And at the, I mean, about the first presented fair value gap, you don't need to use this one, because according to ICT, this is not the first presented fair value gap. Whatever the first presented fair value gap, according to ICT, you can use that first presented fair value gap. I have no objection with that, but I would love to use this one because I started to talk about this first presented fair value gap before even ICT. So I would love to stay with my analysis. Not going to change it. I'm not interested to do that. I hope that, guys, it was an insightful session. If you like it, don't forget to push the like button before I mean before leaving this stream. Okay. Until then, cheers.